dear God, it is Abraxas Precipice live here on Twitch or YouTube. No, well, it won't be live on YouTube. It'll be live wherever. Guys, let's pretend that this is all really happening right now. Because I am. Hi, we play the Expanse role-playing game, and we all have fun with it. And tonight we have another new episode for you. We are joined by a special guest, Jacob Mundell.
Hi. Hello,
Hi,
everyone.
Jacob. How are you?
It's an honor, as always, to be here and to roleplay some Mew Mews and Pew Pews with you guys.
Mew Mews and Pew Pews.
Mm-hmm.
Cats and lasers, man. That's all there is.
Yeah, no, I always have a blast every time I come aboard with John. So thank you so much for having me.
We deeply appreciate it. And I will be sure here in the chat to put up information for Jacob. You can go find him over here. And you can find plenty of his work. Go follow him on social media. See about his upcoming. You have some upcoming comedy dates. Anything you're doing, you always kind of post about. You can also go and check out his charity that he supports. You want to say a few words about that?
Yeah, you know, I'm always raising money for North Koreans who have escaped North Korea and are in China. It takes more. They're not done once they get into China. They have to escape China as well. So I'm trying to raise $3,000, which will help one North Korean escape China to a better life. Anything you can contribute is greatly appreciated. Everything's on my Instagram, and I think John, I will get the link to John if he doesn't have it.
The link is, you can go follow Jacob's linktr.ee to Jacob Mundell, and you can go find the link on there and donate readily and easily should you want to, or just find out more about this great charity and what their work they're doing.
And all of my comedy shows are on Instagram too, so give that a shot.
They are on Instagram. I am going to also say that if you are enjoying our show, you can also go check out everything that all of us do through that link tree. Furthermore, you can also, I probably should be highlighted the thing I'm actually trying to type into. Make it the active window. You can also find all of us through our respective links there in the chat. So if you want to follow any of us, if you want to come on there and, I don't know, like something we do, that'd be cool. People like that. Furthermore, if you do like the stream enough, you can support us in 2 different ways. One, you can get merch through Cauldron Tower. That's always fun. I'm currently I have to redo some merch because certain items, basically certain colors and certain sizes got discontinued. Now I have to go through and pick them all out, which is really annoying. I got extra smalls in this specific color are no longer available. Okay, thanks. And then also, if you want to support us, you can go check out our Patreon. I just put up our 3rd bonus episode of Phase 7 with Mike's character Gorman. The one that was the episode I thought I had lost. I for about an hour I thought I lost the whole episode, and I was like getting some of my recovery tools for my hard drives up and running to try to find it, and lo and behold, simply put, I just overlooked it in the directory it's supposed to be in. So it was there the whole time. I decided to run my blood pressure up for just shits and giggles. But that happens for us once in a while. What's that?
You gotta keep yourself on your toes.
Gotta keep myself on the toes. Yeah. I feel like if anyone can test me, it's gonna be me.
Exactly.
Right. I am the test of myself. But everyone else, Donna, Cal, how you guys doing? Wow.
I think we've all agreed that we would like naps.
Yeah, I can hop on that train. Nap sounds good.
Nap train.
This is riveting television.
Riveting. I like it. Fantastic.
I'm
all
so
right, guys.
excited.
Well,
I mean, it's exciting. I'm going to TwitchCon this month. So,
okay. So if you're at TwitchCon, there you go. Go say hi to Donna.
Yeah, so
go
you can come see me in the tabletop area over there. I'll be running all kinds of events, and you can find them on the schedule too.
You can go say hi and bring your favorite piece of Abraxas Precipice merchandise to be signed by Donna.
Yes, that would be great.
And just let me know what it is because I have no idea what merch is out there. I don't think we. All right, guys. We'll be right back after opening credits. We'll see you in a moment. New Birmingham. Y'all have traveled the city. You've seen it from space, but now time for the country.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw! You have been taken to one of the family ranches after a little conniving, a little networking, a little, bumping. The Secretary of Agriculture, Gideon Clement, has decided that, you know what, a photo ops, kind of some time out there with Madam Secretary, Myrtle Cooper would look pretty good. Why don't we get that? Why don't we show these off-worlds what we're all about? You guys are now in your towards the back end of your week here. They've been driven out to the ranch. The transport is fine. They have nice little cars out here. They're bigger than most of the cars. They actually have real roads out here and everything. And you get out there and and as you're going in, you see this ranch. It's got fences. They are made largely of you think they're like polymer of some sort. You suspect kind of a plastic type situation. And you can see occasionally, out in the fields, you see some cattle. There's actual four-legged animals walking around these plains. The place is pretty dry out where the road is. You can see, in the distance there's an ocean on here on this planet, and some lakes in here and there, but they're fewer. They're few and far between out where they are. Grass is growing a little bit here and there. And it's you're unsure at times, is it like actual grass or is it like whatever was local? But it definitely looks, unlike where you guys are from, it doesn't, for those of you from Earth, so this would be Alec and Myrtle, it doesn't feel as alien as the other worlds have. It doesn't feel as alien as say Mundos. It almost feels Earth-like. But it kind of has the American Southwest feel, but something's just off in the air. Something just tastes wrong in the air.
Just out of curiosity, how many people do we see out and about?
Out on the ranch?
Yeah, like actual workers or.
You catch a few guys riding around on horses out here. There's some people in carts once in a while, out there kind of checking stuff.
Are they older, younger people or?
I'd say they're mostly younger, so probably in maybe their late 20s or early 30s. Most of them are definitely Earthers, though. You do see someone that you maybe think is going to be a Martian, but you're not entirely sure. It's kind of hard, because you're driving past them. But yeah, there's some folk out there, but it's not dense. It's definitely sparse. This is definitely country. It's very foreign to you, Sin, in terms of the kind of, not just the open space, but how sparsely populated. You're used to a lot of space, but literal space, not space with stuff in it. If you will, or atmosphere for that matter. So it is a bit different, yeah. And
what's the sky like? Is it Earth-like? Is it blue sky and?
It has blue elements to it. It's kind of almost like more of a violet at points. It isn't blue you've heard about Earth skies being pretty blue. This one comes off a little more violet. It's a little more vibrant, everything like that. It almost feels, you've seen paintings, it kind of reminds you of that. The whole place kind of is Myrtle and Alec would think this is pretty picturesque. It would be a way of putting it. And it almost feels like there's almost that purple that you would see at sunset is almost always there. It may be a little brighter, a little harder to pick up times, but it's almost always there. That does feel a little alien. It gets a little eerie at times.
Interesting.
So, this ranch you're going to, this is gonna be, give me a name. Anyone got a name for me? Want to give me a name? All right, this is the Hildred Farms. The Hildred family owns this place. They were one of the first families that found here, kind of set it up and build a place. It is a ranch, though, fundamentally. They do have some stuff they grow on premise. They do have some of the hydroponic farms that you guys helped, the people from Mundos helped build decades ago, or and everything. But they definitely are primarily focused on cattle ranching. Seems to be, this is kind of a one that's been described to you as proof of concept, if you will.
Are these real cattle like what we see here on?
No, it's not like Westworld, dude.
Yeah.
No, it's yeah, they're like real animals. I mean, they look
Not like an alien
no,
version.
it's Earth cows through and through. There definitely is this. There's a bit of the smell, although it doesn't penetrate quite like as it would on Earth. There's not quite as much. The ground isn't quite attuned to it, if you will. It doesn't penetrate quite the same. But yeah, it does
But
smell.
something else is off besides the cow smell.
Correct.
It smells
Something stinks.
like
It ain't just the
chemicals.
cows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there like the grass? Is there kind of like shrubs and stuff also?
It is mostly kind of like scattered grass, if you
Okay.
will. It's not as dense as you would think, but it does seem to grow pretty tall. You do occasionally see like analogs of like other parts of like what would have been like local plant life kind of sticking out. The bigger pieces here, there's some smaller ones that are still kind of sticking out there, here and there. But you can also see like where like the cows kind of like eating around them to some degree. And you also see like occasionally you do see like some of the cow folk out there, the ranchers and everything. They're out there like with drip torches, like just like it looks like they're getting rid of certain weeds and certain like usually whatever like the native stuff is they're getting rid of.
Right.
Make sure the cows don't get it.
I would like to roll investigation to see if I can figure out what smells so funny.
That would just be perception smelling.
Well, but then I'm gonna investigate what it is that I smell.
That would be that's the equivalent of investigation is you asking the driver what does that smell.
It does
Well,
smell.
I get a +6 for asking.
All right, well,
him,
okay, why don't
so-
you ask it? Hey, Chief, what's that smell? All right.
All right, I'm gonna need it too because I rolled a 13.
All right. So you go up to this guy and you go, hey, what's going on? And he's like, it's just the cow out here. Unfortunately, they're still kind of working on getting the microbes out here that can break down the manure a little faster to abate the smells.
Is that industry standard? Would other food ranches use that on other worlds?
I mean, back on Earth, that was how it I guess worked, but that was just part of the environment. Here, we don't have all that set up yet. Like, we're still what's that word? Geoengineering the place.
Geoengineering does he is his I'll roll etiquette if I have to, but is his face just as belabored as the other people who have been kind of running off some scripted words that we've noticed?
This guy, he's going to take a second. He is as far as like belabored, he doesn't come off as quite as much of an actor as some of the other folks. He seems like he's like a driver. That's his job. He drives back and forth. And you guys are currently like it's like the equivalent of a van. It'd be the best way to describe it.
What's the name of that chemical again? Did he give a name for it, or did he just?
Oh, it's
say
just
it?
methane. I mean, it's just cow poop. I mean, it's just
Okay.
I don't know what manure.
They're just shooting it into the ground.
Yeah, the problem is it doesn't get broken down. There's not the microbes to break it down. So it seems like what they're doing. Your best guess is that they're basically letting the cows poop and just move the cows to the next place to poop, and then move the cows to the next place to poop, and then hopefully maybe it might break down, but it's not breaking down as fast as it would on Earth.
So we're just smelling way too much.
Way,
cow shit.
it's a big old pile of shit with way too much shit on it. People are putting more shit on top of it. Yeah,
Okay, great. I'm gonna write down shit on top of shit.
sounds about right.
Shit on a shit.
Yes,
Okay.
great television, guys.
Outside of our crew, how many other people are in this vehicle?
You are currently joined by the Secretary of Agriculture, Gideon Clement, his assistant, Aaron Beasley, as well as a pair of security guards that are heavily armed.
Why are they so armed?
Are you asking anybody or like?
Well, anybody that's in my earshot that's not them.
That would be. I'm gonna go with Frankie. You are in earshot of Frankie.
I
They got
didn't-
so many guns.
Oh. Well, I guess we're with the member
I think
of the
they're here to guard
government.
you. That those giant muscles. I think they're here to keep an eye on you because I'm not a problem. I mean, look at me.
Well, I mean, they might think you're a problem. regardless of because of how you look. I don't know.
True.
I don't know.
I
you
still
folks.
understand why they need all those guns.
I don't understand why I haven't seen any non-strange creatures, native creatures. All I'm seeing is cows and humans.
Yeah, it's weird. It's all like fabricated. This whole planet feels fabricated. That's the best way I can describe it.
Well, they're getting rid of a lot of the native plants around here, and it seems like they're replacing it with grasses. Honestly smells like shit. So, like, too much like shit. I don't like where this is headed.
Well, if shit goes sideways, I'm going to just hide behind you if that's okay.
I feel like, we're about the same height, so that might not work.
That's fine. I just don't want to get shot first.
Sure. Sure. I don't want anybody to get shot. I'd rather no shooting happens. That's always my goal.
Let's see what happens. I mean, they got all these big guns though, and I ain't got nothing.
I don't think we're the ones they're gonna be shooting at.
Yeah, I don't know.
You got a big fuck off gun like that. You're prepared for something other than
It's true. What's out there?
a
What are we getting
diplomatic
ourselves into?
delegation.
Frankie, you are welcome to make a security check if you want to kind of you can kind of try to gauge the situation and what's going on. This would just be intelligence for you raw. Although I would
Okay.
give you, I'd give you an extra +1 on this because of like you've been in situations like this back in the military. So +4 to this.
Okay. Cool.
I figure.
I got a 2 on the
Oh, die.
the shiny die.
Okay,
Yeah, I
shiny.
forgot what to call it. 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, like I mean, this Secretary of Agriculture seems to be a pretty big wig in the government. Like he's in line to be the president if like due to succession. So it's like, yeah, he would have guards. You guys are also in the middle of nowhere on the planet. Like you're way out from the city. So it's like if stuff would go sideways, they would want you. It doesn't come off as strange, and they're not holding you guys at gunpoint or anything. They're just like sitting. These guys look like they're bored. I mean, they probably
Sure.
are. But
Sure.
you did duty like this once in a while in the military. It's babysitting. I mean, for adults, so yeah. In the up towards the middle, Myrtle, you are sitting next to the Secretary of Agriculture, Gideon Clement.
I was just going to ask, was there a leader person here? That
Yes,
is
there
our
is
contact?
a This is
Okay.
your main liaison. He goes, well, look, we're getting you through all the sites here, Madam Secretary. Got you a nice game in, got you some good food, seeing what we can
Yep.
offer. But I want to show you the place where we turn our boys into men, and we turn our cows into delicious meals.
Well,
And make sure you don't get those two mixed up. He kind of laughs. It's bad.
you're so funny. Yeah, as I cringe inside.
Everyone in the backseat dies a little bit. Yeah.
Because when I was living on Earth, I knew people that had ranches and farms, but I never
Mhm.
really spent much time around there.
Mhm.
So that'll be interesting to see.
Well, my granddaddy had one, and it was one of the things that we left behind when we came out here. It was really hard to hold on to, with the UN's like kind of encroachment and demands for more food production and more efficient food production, whatever the hell that may mean. But we came out here, we claimed something new for ourselves, and now we got land is not an issue anymore. So we can go tell those bureaucrats to go fuck themselves and do our thing here. And it
was a few decades ago. It was really hard going there on Earth. So
I just want to apologize, Madam Secretary. I didn't mean any offense to your service.
Oh no.
no.
I take no offense. So many things have changed through the years that, it is what it is, right?
Yep. But yeah, you can see out here we've been seeding the land here, getting to grow. A little bit of dry time right now. We're still kind of using the satellites to go figure out the climate as it would be, trying to figure out how to stabilize it and keep the rain flowing. Right now though, we're pumping water, and that's going not too bad. We got plenty of energy without any problems with fusion reactors. Solar out here is still, you go set that up quick. You go run on solar, but old Hildred Farms here has their own fusion reactor, so they're set to go for a long time.
Yeah, I remember, back in the olden days, so I'm going to try to not charm, but just kind of disarm as like, here, I'm just an old person telling old stories.
All right, give me an empathy check.
Oh, crap. All right.
Crap, I don't have empathy.
I might not.
Just
Which one is it?
It's just communication.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 13?
13, okay. Yeah, he kind of giggles a little bit. He's like, oh, yeah. He's like, well, I mean, I know you're an earther, and I don't know how much you actually got down the plant side a bit there, but yeah, it's a lot like back in home, what was taken from us so long ago.
Yeah. My family, is outside of Annapolis, Maryland. I don't know if you've ever heard of Maryland, but
yeah, it's a little too far north for my taste, but
Yep, there's a lot of ranches and a lot of farms out there that when the rocks fell, got all destroyed. So it's good to see people of the soil getting to do that again here, and live the life that they love to live.
Absolutely.
Taking care of the land, taking care of feeding people. Yeah, it's really nice.
But look, we got a whole itinerary for you today. We're gonna take a tour of some of the places. You can go watch some of these. We'll take you through. We got our milking house. We got our dairy farm there. We got a little bit of where we go ahead and birth some new cattle here. We might have one. I don't know if we have anyone scheduled today. He looks over to his assistant. He goes over to Aaron. Aaron, we got anyone giving a birthday out there? Like, I'm not sure. No one's scheduled. And he's like, okay, well, we'll figure that one out when we get there.
Sure. Well, to kind of help, it's like y'all know what you're doing, but if you. And I'm sure your great-grandpappy told you, about how life was on Earth. But if you ever have questions about what it was like in farms and ranches and living on the original planet, just let me know. I'm happy to share stories.
And this guy, he's not far off from your age. He's like maybe in his mid-80s. But yeah, he goes on. He says, okay. Well, look, we'll make sure you guys see all the sights and get an idea of what we're doing here and the real magic of what we're pulling off. And this is only one of the 6 mega ranches we have on the planet. So, this is gonna be bigger. But Hildebrand here has been real good to us so far. So, and I'll make sure you get to meet Mr. Hildebrand himself.
Oh, that would be lovely.
Tell me a little bit about Mundos's business. I mean, you guys, the hydroponics stuff was really good. You guys developed those around.
That really worked out. Our team, with the teams that we took out there, we had, the Martians had, that settled out there, had a lot of good, stuff to contribute here because, they started it from scratch on Mars, right? From the science that we had on Earth. So it was a really good way to take all the knowledge of how to make this work. And, the people from Ganymede who came and settled with us. So yeah, I'm really proud of all the work that everybody's done. I don't get home there often, but I always love to see exactly what everybody's doing. And I'm not a scientist, so, I can't really get into how it all works, but the best people are making it work.
I think that's right. I think that's absolutely
right. Yeah, if I want
right.
a tour, we'll get you a tour on site.
Well, if you let me bring my favorite horse out there, I'd love to be the first man to ride a horse on your planet.
Oh, that sounds like a great idea. Don't go into the forest.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
you might not see your horse for a year.
That's true. So you guys kind of start pulling up, and he starts talking turkey with you a little bit in terms of like, looking about like kind of deals and agricultural deals. And it sounds like you're kind of getting more. He's trying to sell you on like basically how many steaks can I send you home with today, in so many words. But you're kind of getting this is a sales pitch thing, and he's taking your
sales pitch.
Yes.
Sure. Well, I would love to. I've got some good treats. I don't know. Maybe we can look at something if you're doing any dairy with your farming. I'm always looking for good suppliers for my side gig, and making premium chocolates.
That is fine. I know you guys got some boutique hydroponics on that planet, so that'd be an interesting mix. Maybe I'll make sure to send you home with a good sample of milk. You can do, and we'll make sure it stays fresh.
Sure,
on the way home. By the way,
that sounds lovely.
Yeah, and it's like a 3-month trip home.
Right. We're being all politics at each other right now.
Yeah. Alec, anyone else? So as you guys pull up, Alec, do you have anything you want to just check out real quick? Are you good, or any kind of queries you have?
I want to ask. So you have 6 mega ranches that are at least this big on the whole planet.
Are you asking the secretary?
Sure.
Or you want to ask the assistant? Okay. He goes, well, yes, we do. We got 6 of them out here. Each one is staffed. They work 24/7. It's a very fine, economical, economy-driven piece for our people. So we're hoping to get more people coming out here. Hope keep it going busy.
How much steak do you have on hand right now that you're trying to unload or trying to sell?
Well, right now we are definitely we have a fair amount. We're definitely one of our top we're our own best customer right now, if you will. But getting this off world, we think we could scale it up quite a bit here. Right now, I think we could produce. I think we could offshoot the plant probably about. I'd say close to like 15 tons a week.
15 tons a week, and you want to scale up and create more?
That would be the plan, but we need to make sure that the infrastructure can match that demand. I mean, what good is it to produce more if we can't sell more or get to elsewhere?
Would that require more mega ranches or more from the existing mega ranches?
Well, all the mega ranches it's more of a qualification of it's less the output and more the size, the potential size. We're measuring them on how much we think they could generate and push out.
Mm-hmm. Does all of the countryside outside of your cities smell the way? Do you smell that thick?
Well, that's how you know you're in the real parts of our planet. Yeah, I know you're talking about the smell. You kind of get numb to it. Everyone says every planet has a different smell. My friends that have been back on the Mundo say it's got kind of a weird, kind of hollow walnutty smell. Is what I heard. I know Oberon's got a weird smell. Hell, people saying Earth smells weird now. Every place smells something different. It's like when you ever, I don't know. I'm not sure if you've ever really had like a good friend's house you go over to and it smells a little bit weird. It's kind of like that, but for planets.
Do you think if you scale up production more, putting more methane into the atmosphere would be safe for the people who live here?
Oh, we got one of them on our hands. Okay, well, I don't think it's going to be a real issue right now. I think that honestly, the amount of methane being produced is actually less than if we had these cows back on Earth, and that's due to lacking the microbes to break down the stuff. So the microbes, if you don't know, they go into the thing and they chew up the shit, and they produce shit themselves, which is methane. And so we would have a lot more, but we don't have that problem right now. So we're actually looking at ways to optimize that processing, and even do methane capture. Potentially sell that methane as well. So we're working on a few solutions here, but right now we're looking at what's that old word they used to call it? Old word they have from those folks over the seas in England. They call them the gong farmers. They go around and pick up the manure and harvested. So we're looking at that kind of for a potential future too. And there's some other interesting prospects too. Some other companies we're looking at. It's thinking about how to like process all this stuff. We'll keep our options open. But the point is, that's all stuff we can do a little bit later. But today, we can make sure that everybody gets good, healthy, high quality protein. They need to grow their bodies, therefore to grow humanity.
What are these workers doing that we see out there? They're shooting are they shooting methane or chemicals onto the
that's a drip torch, old tech from the old world there back on Earth. They just go over, they just drip a little bit of a chemical, and it just burns down to the ground and it stops. It's harmless. Just goes ahead and make sure that their weed, that little thing we don't want growing there, won't grow there again.
Can anything grow there afterwards?
Oh yeah, it just turns to ash.
I want to do a current affairs check to like do people buy methane? Is there a market for?
Yeah, actually, your
methane?
Aethra systems, the planet over's primary export is methane, liquid methane. It's used for like it can be used for stuff like some energy usage, but a lot of it gets used for like welding and also like running like certain machinery and everything. So there is a.
But isn't that like doesn't that require a lot of machinery to put it into a sellable form as opposed to just capturing it out of your atmosphere or something like that?
Yeah, you folks. So yeah, no, you're right. You're talking about atmospheric processing now. Now we're talking about language. Yeah, we are not interested in atmospheric processing. If we were, we would be Martians. You see what I'm saying? The Martians were really interested in that kind of retrofit in the planet. We don't need to do that. We got plenty of breathable air here for centuries, no problem. And we're bringing plants in here that will make sure our air stays breathable. So I think we're going to be okay on that. But so far as the methane capture out of the air, yeah, we're looking at other solutions. We'll say that are little I guess kind of out of the box.
Sure, but selling your methane is a potential solution.
I think, yeah, waste not, want not, right? One man's turd is another man's treasure.
But you're not interested in terraforming.
I suppose we already are. Some would say we are over here putting in grass where there was no grass. When I came out here, me and my pappy, this place was just like, there was a bunch of weird colored, like it was like kind of bluish on an orange like dirt.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that blue, a lot of that blue stuff. We got rid of that crap, man. That stuff, you couldn't eat it. It was annoying. A lot of the local critters would always come poking around it. No.
Great. And lastly, if you decide to scale up, do you think you have enough land for the amount of cattle you would need to do that?
We got more than enough. We're at a very small scale in terms of the planet. And this is true of most of the planets that people colonize. Like they're only like on like a very small chunk of the planet. Like they got plenty of space.
Okay. Very much. Thank you so much for your time.
Oh, look, I appreciate it here. It's very kind of you. Always happy to answer the questions. I appreciate you, Myrtle, how you bring people that have good questions around. That's a fine time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, I bring the best with me.
Yeah. By the way, if you guys are curious, America in 2019, we consume probably about 18 billion pounds of beef. So this guy's like, this is small fries, what he's talking about right currently. He's just talking about like what they have ready to go. So
17 billion was me. Just kidding. That sounds awful.
All right.
I have a couple of things before we move on.
Sure.
First, I want to have, before this moment, I want to have communicated to Myrtle about what we heard in the supper club.
Mm-hmm.
That we heard that in the city, they're not allowed to serve meat substitutes to foreigners. They have to push the beef, and they can't talk bad about it or they'll be fired. I want to have communicated the stuff about how, even though conversion therapy is no longer a thing, though the people who were running it and approved of it are still in government. And then I would also like to search, as I'm eavesdropping on this conversation, I would like to search up and see if I can find any information about whether or not what he's saying is true. Are they actually looking into and developing these things, or is he just paying lip service?
Yeah, I'd like to tag team that and investigate, and maybe I don't know if the internet is censored here, but can I double check some of these facts from?
Yeah, you start. Go ahead and let's go with a research check for Frankie, and then we can do a research check for our good friend Alec. So
Research.
Yeah, you don't have research. You have. So this is going to be intelligence.
Okay.
And you'll get a +1 on this too, an extra +1, so you have a +3 to this. Jacob.
Dun, dun. Fuck. Always the important ones. 10, 13.
13. Okay. What Frankie did?
Got a 20.
20. Okay, Frankie.
Yeah.
So you hit the pad there, and you go through and you find some good information. So one thing that's interesting, and you start where Alec kind of starts looking, are they actually doing this? You can see there's some information saying that like maybe they're entertaining it, etc. It's not great. Frankie, though, you find like less press release and start looking into what is the equipment they would need, and are they getting that equipment? And they actually do have a fair amount of equipment here on the planet. They've contracted with several groups, but what's interesting about the groups is that they're not atmospheric scale. They're more like you would like this is usually stuff for waste. Like if you were to take it's usually for stations, like space stations would have this kind of technology on it. There's more of like you have to go pick up your you'd flush the toilet on the space station, and then it goes down the pipes, down the tube, and it finds some place where it's processed. Yeah. It's not much different than like a recycler, which is like more of like a bunch of systems, but this is like they're looking at some sort of like state, like beyond even station scale, beyond like a Void City scale recycling system to process this stuff. But it's also one of those things where it's like what doesn't make sense about it is that like, okay, sure, you have that system, but how are you going to like truck in all that stuff and pick it all up out in the field? That doesn't seem very efficient. Does that make sense? Like who's going to go pick up the actual shit is the problem. Like how do you collect the actual stuff? It's one thing when humans put their stuff into a toilet and it goes to the recycler. This is more of like there's just crap in like these vast fields. So
yeah, so there has to be some kind of infrastructure built in the same way that like a plumbing system. And then yeah, okay. Thank you. That answered my question.
That's the kind of system. Yeah, so they've ordered up materials for a system like that. And these systems are not like they're not uncommon. This is not. If they ordered one, no one would bat an eye because they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you want to recycle your poop? Cool. we want you to too, and we'll sell you the system." Okay.
So, real quick. So I'm listening to what Cal's telling me about the. I'm going to take notes, but I'm going to say out loud, kind of mumble to myself, that what I'm actually writing is making notes about keeping an eye out because of the concerns we had before from the Baptist church stuff that was happening, the problems that we had with them many years ago. I want to keep an eye out and also send this back and just say I'm going to be looking for other, like, is this something that's corporate? The thing about not allowing people to eat non-beef, does that seem like it's a religious thing or a corporate control thing?
It seems like a government thing, and it definitely is like a government, like I don't say mandate, but it's like a government regulation, and they've upheld that, like their court system has upheld that, like, yes, you can get rid of someone if they disparage their workplace.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of take some notes, and let them know that I got the message, but I'm gonna just like, okay, make an order here for special chocolates for my new friend. So I'm kind of doing that old person mumble to myself kind of thing to kind of hide that I'm actually looking at some, keep an eye on some
Yeah.
other things.
No problem. No problem.
And then I'd like to toss over the research to Alex so that we all have the
Okay.
same thing, but we're not maybe talking about it out loud.
Can I, if I can escape view, can I hang out with the driver?
Yeah, it's kind of a single cab thing up front. It's like one of those newer trucks, but you can kind of get over his shoulder real quick and talk to him.
I was gonna ask, have you ever heard about or seen anybody ever attempt to collect any of this cow shit that's out here?
Oh, yeah, I mean, once in a while. Like, it's pretty infrequent, though.
And do they ever collect more than appears?
Oh,
Like-
no. It gets, you see more and more every time you come out here. I mean, it's still pretty limited. There's a lot of room for growth, but, they do a little bit more. There's a little bit more out here every time I come out here.
Do you live out in these parts?
Oh no, I live in the city. I work for our government, driving people around, dignitaries. Technically I'm in the military.
Do you think you could stand to live out here with the smell like this?
That ain't too bad. You get, this is the price. It's just the price we pay, for freedom.
You got it. You got it, baby. Freedom. Let
That's
it
the
ring.
smell
All
of
right.
freedom. Yeah. Guns, God, and country. That's the smell right there. Yeah. No, it's they're definitely. But yeah, it does. You can tell a lot of them are pretty numb to it.
Do they have a military on this planet?
Oh yeah, they have a military. Yeah, it's not like a big military. They have, so their initial ships they came here with were not colony ships. They were like surplus warships. And they have an aging fleet of like bigger ships. Their newer ships are smaller and pretty good, but they've been able to trade because of their capacity for actually like making like big firearms. They're not good at making guided weapons, but they're good at making like the shooty kind. They've done pretty well and have a decent military. They probably have like a dozen or so warships up in orbit. It's not like they're not gonna be able to take on the UN or the Martian fleet, but they could fight somebody if they wanted to. But you're guessing that, and a lot of it you're guessing is more for show than anything else, because they've never had like a direct conflict. Honestly, technically, your guys' planet is the only person they've ever been in an open shooting war with, technically. Unless you count like pirate actions or something like that, and they chased down someone, or someone took a wrong turn and they were like very much like, you came into the wrong system, boy, and like chased them out. Like they're willing to pull the trigger on their ship pretty quick if there's a problem. So, but they don't have anyone they're warring with or anything like that too. It's mostly for show. And but they would not be able to, like, if they try to go war with the transport unit, they would lose immediately. Like, it would be pretty quick. But they're a good trade partner, and people will trade them weapons for their weapons. Okay, so you guys pull up to the ranch, and you can see the ranch is it's kind of interesting. There's like a large house. It's actually like a genuine house. It looks like it's made of wood, but you're pretty sure it's not wood. It's some sort of like polymer pressed to look like wood. And you can see that there's like numerous kind of like old-timey looking parts to it, but then like behind all that stuff is like newer stuff. You think they made it old-timey to make it look old-timey. Like it was never old-timey. It is not old-timey, it's just kind of a facade. You can see that they have like various kind of what looks to be more closer to akin to like warehouses. They look, honestly, if you want me to give you a contemporary example, they look more like what we think like contemporary like Amazon warehouses and server farms look like on the outside. They're very boring looking, but you can see that they have fields and they have processing areas. And you're guessing that kind of stuff's going on in these simple looking, these very plain looking buildings. But the house is definitely like decored, and you can see there's living quarters on the side. There's kind of like it's not they're not like a lot of the plants you've seen kind of like vertical, like more like apartment type structures. These kind of remind you of like I wish you guys were from where I'm at. Like, I'd tell you what they look like. They look like I don't want to say like farm laborer houses, but they're farm laborer houses. Have you ever seen those, like a farm laborer kind of area? It looks like that. but like these are not like low quality ones. I've seen low quality ones in my life, but there's like these ones I used to drive by all the time. They're pretty nice. Like they have a playground. They have all kind of nice amenities. They have like a little porch out front. They're pretty nice. These are kind of on par with that. They're definitely duplexes. Like there's 2 per building. And it looks like people have families out there. You can see that there is like a school on site too as well. In that little village, they have like, it looks like a little store. It's like a small little town when you kind of get to it, except like behind it are these like 3 massive structures. And then beyond all that, you can see like where the farmland comes out, and they have fenced up stuff and vehicles. There's a van pool to go out there and, you know, and go rally up stuff. They do have some stables, but looks like some horses in there. It's rather impressive. Probably, you're guessing there's probably a few hundred people that live on the premise. As you pull up, Secretary Gideon says, well, welcome here, Hildred Farms. And looks like they rolled it out for us. Oh, well, this will be quite nice. You're gonna meet good old Hank Hildred himself. And you can see there's like several people out the thing kind of waiting. They're wearing like the fashion you saw in the city, but these guys are a little more dirtier. They're actually out in the fields and everything. But you see this one guy who's a little bit bigger than everybody else, and older man. Coming on out, and as soon as the van stops, the 2 guards get out, open the door. They help out Gideon from getting out of the thing. He's immediately followed by Aaron. You guys are welcome to get out at your own pace. But he walks up and goes up and shakes who you're guessing is Mr. Hildred's hand.
Does there seem to be genuine pleasure in either of their faces?
Oh yeah, they look happy. Oh, you know, how you doing? Oh man, how's the missus? You know, stuff like that. What how's your boy make that? How's your grandson doing? Is he making that? Am I gonna see him play next season? You know, stuff like that.
All right.
Very cordial. I mean, these guys look like they go back all decades.
I wonder if they'll let me ride a real cow, since I've mastered the mechanical cow.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
We'll see how this party goes. Let's see how this goes.
Ease into it, man. Ease into it. Yeah, the live cow's a lot harder to turn off than the mechanical. they don't turn off. All right, so yeah, he goes on up and he goes, all right, he's all, Hank here, I got a fine young woman I want you to meet. I'd like you to meet Madam Secretary Myrtle Cooper. Madam Secretary, this here is Hank Hildred. He owns this land we're on right now.
It's good to meet you, good sir.
It's good to meet you. Hell, that's a hell of an accent you got there. I haven't heard one of them for a while.
Yep, born and bred right back home on Earth.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We don't, there's few and far between us. They're going through some hardship out there, but we're trying to take what they had out there and build it here.
I see. It's good to see. Like I was telling our friend here, it's great to see people who used to live off the land come back and be able to have that life again. I
want to make sure I got a lot of stuff here to do, but one thing I want you to see is what Mundo's Edge technology has done for me, my family, and all these people. Points out to like the little kind of town area. Has done for all of us out here. I want to take you. We got some hydroponic steps over here. I thought I'd show you those, but that's where when we first built this place, that's what got us started. Made sure we had to feed ourselves and start setting up and start living this dream that you guys are going to see today.
All right. Question for you. Do you mind if I capture some vid of this to send back to my team?
No. We got. We want people to see this. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it'd be great to, we can pose in front of stuff and, and the team back home will feel good that, they're making a difference out here.
You're a born politician there, ma'am.
Well, I don't know about that, but, I do like to take care of my family.
When was the last time you had a milk mustache? Remember those? You get those as a kid, you get the milk mustache?
Yep.
We're going to get one on you here before you leave today.
It's been a long time since I had a proper glass of milk.
Oh, excellent. Well, we got that. We don't have that processed powdered crap here. We got the real stuff, right? We'll make sure you get one of those. Okay. So he starts walking. They kind of start talking. There's some photos that people are asking. You're talking to this guy a little bit. Do you have anything you want to ask him about, or I can go the rest of the crew here?
I mean, just like as I'm looking at all the things that they're kind of doing, does it look like things are like the exact of what we had built back a Mundos, or
well, you haven't seen
it looks like the technology has changed somewhat, or they're using it the same way?
He hasn't taken you into their hydroponics center yet, but like you can see where it is. I mean, it looks like one. Obviously, they have their own buildings for that stuff. Like the exterior will look different. You have to actually get inside the building to look at the tech to see if they modified it.
I'm just gonna kind of keep my, but I'm gonna take some weird looking selfie, ussies with cows in the background kind of thing. It's like, look, family.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I look like a tourist. Absolutely. I ain't investigating nothing.
Okay. Someone else.
I'm looking for an opportunity to cover Alec if he wants to slip away.
Okay. Alec, you want to slip on out, or?
Sure. Let's.
I don't know. It's up to you.
Stealth. I have stealth.
I know that last time we talked about you wanting to interview people away from
I mean, I think we're already cooked. I was hoping we could get to a place that wasn't staged, but the whole game was staged. This whole ranch is staged. I don't know if I'm gonna find any true.
I mean, there are people walking around the little town area. You can see them and everything like that too. And you can see there's some people here that look like they're I don't want to say servants, but they're staff. They're working staff here. Kind of helping out, making sure, if you want to ask for a drink, you get a drink for them or whatever it is. You ask where the bathroom, they'll take you to the bathroom, whatever it is.
Sure.
I figure with them doing the things that they're going to do, I'm still trying to kind of pull, people to pay attention, and I'm just going to say, well, what's the name of that cow? Have you named the cows? Do you do this and this and that?
I'm going to do it.
I'm just going to ask some of that.
As they head towards the hydroponics, I mean, my story is about beef, so I'll roll stealth or etiquette, whatever I got to do.
Yeah, you're rolling stealth. And where do you want to head to? You want to head to there is the ranch area where you can see these huge buildings that are really ominous. You can see the hydroponic area, which isn't too hard to spot. You can see that there's these barns. There is their proper house, the guy that owns the place, house, and there's that whole kind of you call them serfs, but I wouldn't go that far. But the work, the ranch hands village, if you will.
Ranch hands village. I mean, they're tied. What we learned last time is these people are kind of tied to the landowners. Okay, all right. I'm gonna talk to the village. Or I'm gonna go to the ominous. You use the word ominous about.
They're big buildings. I mean, when I say they're big, if they were a little bit closer to the property, they would shadow the big house.
I guess let's go there. Let's go to one of the big ominous buildings. And maybe if there's time, I'll go check out one of the villagers.
So so you start make a stealth check to see if you can get away from it all.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saving it up.
Is there a way to assist?
There is. I will let you you can
18.
Well, maybe you won't need to, but because Jake's going to show off in front of all of us. You can certainly do a deception check there, Frankie. Roll the dice and add 5 to it with deception, and tell me what you get on the drama die. You got to build deception. Really good.
I got a 1 on the drama die.
Okay. You get an extra +1, so you got a 19 there, Jacob. That's pretty good. That'll do the trick there. So you go over and you kind of flip out and go over one of these buildings.
I'm recording with my little
drone. Yep.
Drone.
So they are labeled. One of them is labeled as Hildebrandt Processing Center. The other one is labeled as Hildebrandt Ranch Labs.
Oh, let's go to the Ranch Labs.
Okay, Ranch Labs.
I'm sure there's something terrible in all of them, but
depends. It's pick your horror day, buddy. For those of us that grew up around farms, it is going to farm buildings is very much pick your own horror. Okay, so you go up to the lab building, and you can see that it is set up where there is docks, effectively trucking docks, if you will, to load and unload cargo. There is a front door. There are some emergency exits on the sides. You can hear it buzzing. There's not a whole lot of windows besides on the front, where there's kind of like, it looks like a receiving area, kind of an office area. But the rest of it looks pretty much like it's ominous. Like there's not a whole lot of windows.
Okay, I'll. What do I see in some of the front windows?
You can see there's some people who are doing office work. Like there are computers. They're kind of walking around, shooting the shit. I mean, there's a water cooler. It's an office. There's only maybe like 5 people working in there though. It's not like packed.
All right, let's try the processing center.
All right. You go to the processing center. Processing center does have a front as well, but it seems more of like a worker check-in area. You would check in and like clock in, clock out type situation. And it looks like they have like immediately behind that you can see there's like dressing areas.
Sure, and there's no windows anywhere.
No, neither of them have windows besides kind of these front areas.
I mean, I guess there's no risk, that's the only entrance. I guess I'll go in there.
Which one, the processing plant?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You go to the front thing, and at the front of it is you see like a lady sitting there, maybe like maybe in her mid-40s. She goes, "Oh, hello. Are you new here? Don't recognize the face."
Yes, I am. I'm on interview. I'm considering bringing in workers for a hiring.
Now, I want to make
company.
I want to make something clear to you, Jacob.
Yes.
Your character has the specialization journalist, and you have there's a stunt called Press Pass, where
shit.
you can try to leverage your press access to get past.
Well, I just
certain
thought
areas.
I just thought that would trip certain like alarms. I mean, I thought about it. Yeah,
No one told you.
I don't know. The press? Oh no. Okay, yeah. Well, whatever. Let's try. Let's use my powers that were assigned to me for this character. I'll do press pass.
Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. So why don't we make a investigation, or let's make a investigation check here, and see if you can do it. And you get additional.
6.
Yeah. So the press. So yeah, just roll this and see if you can get some stunt points. Might have to blow a little bit of fortune here though, but you might be able to pull this off. Any doubles?
Yeah, I got double 3s.
Okay. What's the drama die?
The drama die is a 3.
Okay.
And the total is 17 before
Bonus?
before my press pass ability, whatever that is.
So you get 17. Okay, that's pretty good. You get 3. Okay, so you go up and you kind of like you flash a little bit about like well, hey, I got a story here. I'm looking at it. She's like, oh, okay. Well, look. She's like, look. There's just some safety concerns when you go in there. You have to wear a safety outfit, and I gotta outfit you with a visitor's vest.
Sounds great. Thank you.
So she goes over and takes you out behind the thing, and like it's basically like an overcoat, gloves, goggles, a hat to conceal your kind of a hairnet type situation. But you get all decked out, and you have like a little like yellow vest to indicate you're a visitor. It says visitor in big letters on the back. But she lets you on back there.
Okay. And so what do I see next?
So you kind of go through, and you can see like there's a line. As you do, you can see people are like loading up what looks to be like kind of like stuff to package, like packaging materials. And you can hear a lot more machinery towards the back of the building, not towards this side. Looks like this side they're just kind of like prepping the stuff to like package whatever they're packaging, but you're guessing is like meat.
I'm guessing, but I can't. Can I see the meat? Not yet.
Excuse me. Sorry. It's probably beyond the next set of doors in the next room. This seems to be not a room that has like where the meat's being.
All right.
Let's
check out that next room.
You start walking through. Most people don't pay attention to you. There's people that nod at you once in a while. Just kind of look up. And you come to the next room, and most of it's automated. But you come to this next room, and you can see that this is the room where it looks like they are like it seems to be like the meat is actually coming from the opposite direction of the building, and this part like the packaging is coming. So you're actually seeing the packaging like being wrapped around like different cuts of meat. Like they're kind of being sorted by different cuts, like and then they're kind of packaged in these like nice sealed packages that they can move around in space, and they're being packed up into like crates. Like these kind of crates that have like refrigeration on them and everything.
Sounds legit. Okay, what else? Keep going.
So it looks like the next part is like the slaughterhouse.
Okay.
Like where they're actually cutting up the parts in the butchering area, and they have like there's a slaughterhouse towards the back, I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to the butchering area?
Butchering area. So that there's like a fork in the.
No, it's more of like there's like layers to it, and there's a butchering area, and then you're guessing behind that's like the actual slaughtering area. They actually kill the cows.
Sure. Yeah. I guess yes. I'm specifically looking for waste. I guess where the spam might go or something.
Okay. The salted meats. Okay. So you go to the next section here, and you kind of see like where they're doing the butchering, and you're watching them like cut up like freshly killed cows. It's pretty efficient. It looks like it's largely automated, but they have a few people kind of walking the floor, checking stuff here and there. I'm gonna have you make I don't know. This would be like make an intelligence check. Let's see if you can. Let's see how well your character did in his high school bio class.
10.
10? Okay. Yeah, I mean it seems fine.
Okay.
Like you're like all right, they're cutting up cow parts and putting them in packaging. Shit, I mean it makes sense.
No need to metagame that situation.
No.
10 sounds great. Okay. Cool. I guess I'll if there's anything else. I don't think the packaging was ever like anything worth having a problem with. I'll pass on through this building unless I see something else crazy like active murder or whatever.
Yeah. So you're just gonna start walking out and kind of looking around.
Yeah.
But you spend like a good hour. You spend like a good hour in there, kind of walking around, checking it out. And the people there are like, oh yeah, they'll openly tell you what they're doing, but like they won't they won't talk about other stuff though. Really, they just tell you what they're doing, and it seems legit. Like these people like seem like they're actually genuinely working, and they all mention a lot of them like. Probably 90% of them tell you that like, yeah, I live in the village here. I wish they paid a little bit more here and there, but it's not too bad. You get free school for my kids. It's nice. I don't have to pay for school.
Do you or your kids get the opportunity to play football? Like they do in the city?
I mean, God willing, yes, that'd be nice. Our school here, they build up to it, and then maybe if the kids are really adept at school. Or they're bigger. We might be able to take them to send them to one of the high schools out here.
Did you get this job because you were good at football? Was this a reward job for your sports?
This guy like looks down at his like blood-soaked like overcoat and is like, no.
Oh.
He's like,
sorry.
no. The guys you're thinking about are the guys that get kind of ride around, take it a little bit easier out here. He's like the floor chief. Yeah, no, he played the football.
Okay, so you didn't do well at football, or you didn't play football.
No, I was like, sorry, wasn't really my thing.
Okay, and so is the job like this? Do you feel trapped? Could you move up? Could you move? Do you have options?
I mean, accidents happen. Once in a while, we get to move up.
Are you allowed to move to the city and pursue any other opportunities?
I mean, if an opportunity opened up for people like me and my family, but once again, you can't beat the free school here. They my kids have a nice place. They can walk to school. It's a good life, ain't too bad. And I can walk to work and not have to worry about having. I don't have to worry about having all those things and all the little minutia that you have up in space, where I have to worry about breathing air and all that kind of stuff,
Yeah, I'll let you get back to work, but I'm sorry to repeat myself. I just want to be clear. Are you allowed to leave?
Yeah. I mean, it's going to cost me a few of the bucks, but I can leave. Yeah. I mean, I got to get transport. I can't walk to town. It's too far to walk. I mean.
But you've got everything that you need, and you're happy here.
I mean, I'm pretty happy. I got my family. I got my kid. My kid gets to learn some stuff here. I'm hoping maybe they get some opportunities that I don't have. But we're making sure to give him a good diet. Making sure he's outside playing all the time to get bigger and bigger. It's going pretty good. He's 8. He's got a few more years before puberty kicks in, and hopefully we'll get a big one.
Are you in debt to the farm or to the ranch?
I mean, not anymore.
Oh, okay. And do you eat this beef? Do you like it yourself?
Well, yeah. I mean, that's how me and the wife are hoping to have another one in the future here, and we want to make sure it's another good champion on our family here.
Got it. Hey, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, you bet. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming to visit. All right. Sin, Frankie. The Madam Secretary is busy hamming it up for the camera. The two of you, there's like a food spread. There's some food. There's people hanging out. It's kind of I don't want to say a garden party, but there's like people kind of showing off the stuff here. There's like a little bit of music playing. It's nothing too fancy, but like you can definitely tell the show is wherever the Secretary and Myrtle go.
Is there anybody that looks like they're just having not a good time at all?
You can see that Erin's a little bored. The secretary, agricultural secretary's assistant, but she's also kind of like she's just there. This is work for her. There are some staff that are kind of hanging around, not just kind of taking it easy. The guard you guys rode with, like the two soldiers, are definitely like just bored. They really don't think anyone here is going to try to kill anybody. Like it seems kind of a low. They're just kind of here because they need to be. I don't want to say it's necessarily show, but it is show procedure. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty mellow right now. But there's some like local staff here. There's some help you can tell. That are
I'll just wander off.
Okay. Where do you want to wander off to?
How far are we from that like general store?
Oh, it's part of the village. It's not too far. Like I mean, it's like a 3-minute walk.
I'm just gonna wander that way.
Okay.
I'm not gonna try to be sneaky or anything.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
You just wander off into the village. Okay. What about you, Frankie?
I was looking to see if I could. Is it a weekday? And does it seem like school is in session?
It is a weekday. You don't think the school's in session because you see a lot of kids kind of out in like the yards playing. There's a weird kind of time schedule here. But yeah, for them it would be a weekday, but it seems like it's after school, if you will.
Okay. And you said there are kids that are out playing?
Yeah. There's like they're out like playing tag, and there's some that are like there's like a playground. There's a lot of it looks like there's a lot of encouragement, like physical activity out here. A lot of there are some kids playing like touch football and everything. There's they kind of have a little makeshift like little ground field they're playing on. But yeah, a lot of physical activity out here. Like it's a lot different than where you're from, where like you do see some kids coming out outside here and there, but like not to this degree.
Okay. I want to see if I can go join a game of tag or
Okay.
any kind of. I want to get in with the cool kids.
Okay.
I mean, not the cool kids, but the kids. The kids
Sure.
that are cool.
Just be cool. Okay. It definitely seems like the cool kids are the kids playing football. They are in the.
Oh, I don't want to talk to
You
them.
don't want to talk to them. Okay.
I don't want to talk to them.
All right. So you see some kids playing tag, just kind of running around, not being too rough.
I
And
won't talk to them.
all right, so you come over to them, and you kind of watch them for a second and kind of see what their deal is. And yeah, they're. How do you want to approach them?
I'm just gonna go right up and say, "Hey, y'all, can I play?"
One of them kind of stops and goes, we're not playing football.
I don't want to play football.
They look, they go, you don't want to play football?
Nah, I want to play tag.
Oh, okay. Yeah. One of them comes behind you and kind of smacks you like in like not the back, but like kind of gives you a slap on the back.
On my
And it goes-
leg.
Yeah, your back of your leg. Like, you're it. And like runs
I'm
off.
it.
You're it. Yeah. And then they'll also scream. Ah! And they'll kind of
I'm gonna
scatter
just
in all directions.
chase them around.
Yeah, you start chasing them around. You can catch any of these children quite easily. They are free range children, but they're not that fast. So you kind of run around, and it's interesting. It's very playful. It reminds you a lot of your younger years. It is, but they're you kind of go back and forth with them here once in a while. No tag backs. whatever. I'm free, whatever.
Is there a base? Can I just?
Yeah, they point to like this jungle gym that's not too far. They point to that's the base. Yeah, so they all go back in base, and then and you play for a little bit here. But they they play for a little bit, and they go, so what? Why do you want to play with us? Like, there's like you guys have a party with the adults.
Well, don't tell no one I said this, but adults are usually really boring.
They go, I don't know. They got some cool stuff, and like you were over there with like the big boss, with mommy and daddy's boss. That's pretty cool.
I mean, is he cool?
I guess Mr. Hildred, like he lets us play on this playground here. Like this is all his stuff, and he lets us play on it. That's pretty cool.
It's all his?
Yeah, this is all Mr. Hildred's. All this stuff. Yeah, we do. But he lets us live here, and lets our parents live here, and work with him. So that's kind of cool.
If you didn't live here, where would you want to live?
Can I stop for a second and go, probably one of them goes, well, I want to live in the high school.
You want to live in the high school?
Yeah, they when you get to go over to the high school, you get to go and do all the cool stuff and play football, and everybody knows your name, and then one of the families likes you, and you get to marry the princess, and it's really cool.
So can everybody go to the high school?
No, not anyway. I want you, but they someone look off of the kids playing football and I think some of us are going to go to the high school, but not all of us.
So they get to go to high school, but not y'all?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I get big one day.
So you only get to go to high school if you're big? That's not very fair.
Well, no, you can be fast too. Some people are fast.
But what if I'm not big or fast?
They kind of look at you like, well, but you are big and fast.
Okay, but what if I wasn't though?
Oh, I mean, you can get jobs and you can't.
But what if I want to go to high school?
Well, they have high schools for if you don't go to the good high school, if you don't play football, you can go to the other high schools.
Okay.
They're okay. But it's sometimes people that do that, they don't come back. They just they leave,
What do you mean?
Oh, one was yeah, my older cousin, she just got tired of it and she left. She went to school someplace else. I'm not sure where. I think it's in another one of the systems.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she didn't want to be here anymore.
Well, I mean, if it's not for you, then it's not for you. Maybe you gotta go somewhere else.
Maybe, but I got my family here, and I think football's pretty cool, and I want to be cool. So, but it's hard. It's hard.
What do you like to do?
You asked one of them. One of them goes, "I like to draw." And
You
they
like to draw?
Yeah, I like to draw. This here, they go over they pull this little data pad and they show something like a sketch they did on the data pad, and it's all this is this was Hank Jr. This is Mr. Hildred's son from years back. I saw a picture of him and I watched some games of him and he was really, really good. And it's like a picture of a football guy running, got the classic pose, and everything. Yeah, and it's that's I drew that, and my dad said I should draw that for Mr. Hildred. He'd like it.
Did you give it to Mr. Hildred?
Mr. Hildred doesn't come over here too often, but I got it ready for him. Maybe when we have he does a big thing for Easter, and when Easter comes around, he comes over and hides stuff from us, and then we could go find it. And then when we find it, we get cool prizes, but we get to see him too and talk to him a little bit. He can be pretty nice because he gives out some cool candies or foods. But I'm gonna try to show him here for Easter.
Well, I think you should keep drawing.
Okay.
I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I think Mr. Hildred's gonna think it's cool. And
Well, do you think it's cool?
I think it's kind of cool, you know.
Then it's
Uh,
cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Doesn't matter what Mr. Hildred. No offense to Mr. Hildred, but you know, sometimes like I don't really like football, but if other people like it, then that's okay.
They kind of take a second and pause. They're like, this is like a very complicated thought you share with them. And they're like,
Yeah.
some are like, okay, and other one's like, okay. Like, we're gonna keep on playing though.
And then I like tag one and I run away.
Ah, okay, he ran off. Ah, they all scream, yeah. Okay, but you can see, like, yeah, there's a lot of children out here. There's probably about like 30 or 40 children out in the playground right now total. Like, and we're talking like between the ages of probably like 7 to like 11 or so. There's some older children off the side. They're all kind of hanging out. They're not like, they're more. You can see that some of them are like on what looks to be kind of, I don't want to call it an exercise yard, but it's more of like an outdoor like kind of gym type situation. There's like pull-up bars and like weights and everything. And there's some that are like working out. Like they look like more like middle schoolers. And it looks like some of the ones that are on this are definitely, these kids are definitely like bulking up as best they can. You can tell they definitely seem like they're on that track. There's only like 4 or 5 of them. There's not too many of them.
Okay. At some point, I do want to talk to them.
Mhm.
I want to get a sense. It seems like there are 2 different types of high schools. There are the high schools with the football programs, and then there are the high schools that everybody else goes to. And they were talking about how, like, you know, so there are 2 different types of high schools, and I want to get a sense of, like, I know that they can attend this school for free, but like, do they have to pay to go to high school? Is other than whatever their college is like the elementary school level the highest education that they can get without paying for additional education?
It seemed, yeah, you kind of gather that, like, yeah, they can, like, essentially there's 2 high schools. So there's the high school, like, there's the very much more like, we're gonna be in the higher echelon of this like society as being football players or like even cheerleaders, or we're gonna like basically be the best of like the I don't want to say the cream of the crop, but like we're gonna be like the chosen of society. The other one you kind of gather pretty quickly, it's more like vocational school.
Okay.
Like it's gonna have the kid, you're pretty sure it has the kids, it sounds like they test into something. And then they kind of like have a technical job in that field. Like it could be like, you know, mechanical repair, it could be like ag science, it could be something like that. But it doesn't seem like there's a lot more mobility than the other one. Seems like a lot more social mobility through notoriety.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess what I'm curious is, if they go to the football school, do they just study football? Like, do they have other
that
classes?
One, excuse me, it's called footballtology. And
Footballtology.
yes, I got my degree in football sciences. They do study other things there, but it looks like it's geared towards like business management, political science. It's like geared towards being leaders.
Okay.
Like, it's not like they learn a little bit of science here, you're guessing, but like it's not as like technical focused. They learn how to like kind of be in leadership positions, if you will.
Okay.
It grooms them for that kind of circumstance. Does that make sense? Like it's kind of like it's the big football high schools come off more like classical Earth boarding schools.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more about the social structure than it is the actual education. Or the stratification of the social hierarchy. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Someone else. Or Frankie, unless you got some more questions you want to ask. Oh, here goes Sin. We haven't heard from Sin for a while. You snuck off. You walked over to the store.
As I'm walking, though, have I noticed anybody that we would classify as older at all?
In this area, yeah, there's some people that are older. There's like some people that are elderly. You can tell they're probably, I guess, well, I don't call it as elderly, but like they're definitely like older. You're guessing probably 60s and 70s. You don't see a lot of people much older than that around here. And if they are, they're Hildred or like, you know, the secretary. But you are getting stared at a lot.
That was kind of I wanted to see how people were staring at me as a belter walking through their town. Like,
Yeah, you're an alien to them fundamentally. I mean, you're very like your physique looks very different than any of their physiques.
I'm fine with that. I'm
I mean, it's not the
confidently
same,
walking
is it?
into that general store.
Okay. You go in the general store, and as you come in, you hear someone go, "All right, what will we do?"
Well, hello to you too.
Yeah. Sorry. Is this? You are you okay?
I hope so.
Okay. You didn't crash land or anything just outside here, right? Nothing like that. You didn't fall
Right
from the sky.
outside, not too far from here, though.
Okay, I make sure you didn't fall from the sky because we don't get a lot of belter types out here.
Should I leave? Do you want me to leave?
No. Come on in. What brings you out here? I didn't hear nothing about any new move-ins. We usually don't do move-ins until the end of the season here.
No, I'm not here for that. I'm too lazy for that kind of work.
I'm too lazy for this job, but I got it right.
I like you. No, I'm here with the.
That delegation. Delegate that bullshit. Yeah, no, they that's what they're doing. Yeah, I heard.
don't really fit into that kind of. Look at me. I don't fit into that.
Well, I mean, someone brought you along for a reason. You here with the that secretary madam person?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time. Well, that's a good gig. Well, I'm glad I got you out here. You know, to see what we're doing. What can I help you with? Do they give you any script to spend out here or something, or?
Do I have any money?
You have money. You had some money like you could kind of like transport union credits, but and you had a little bit of local money. Yeah, like you had some money that you could use in the city readily. That was like the local stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to come up here and get a drink of something not so fancy. I'm not really into that. I'm just kind of curious what you had up here.
Oh, you want to order off menu? Okay. I can help you.
Yeah. What do you got? Well, and
Let's
I don't
see.
have a lot of money, so.
All right.
don't-
Well, they all like the whiskey, but everyone got whiskey around here. A little hard to get. I got a little bit of a little bit. I can get you some kind of gin type stuff. Maybe a little quasi moonshiny stuff if you want.
Do you have any of that? What was that? What's that earther stuff they used to drink back in the day? That soda pop.
Sody pop. Oh, you want a sody pop?
If you're going authentic Texas.
Yeah, that's the okay. You want to see what childhood's all about? I'll show you that. Okay. He has like some. He goes on the side and he pulls up like it's a bottle. It's not like a bulb. It's kind of weird. It's very long. Like the drink is like kind of long. It's strange. Like you're used to them being very compacted and round, but this one's long.
Weird. That's I've never seen any contraption like that.
Yeah, it's not that much different. You just gotta be careful with your lips. Like I've been to space. Don't get me wrong. I've been to space, and in space, when you drink the thing, you got to make sure to get your mouth around the nipple. But we don't have nipples down here. We got gravity. Okay.
So I'm going to make a mess, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, look, just make sure he kind of starts showing you how to mouth. He's like, you gotta go like this, and you gotta make sure you kind of get the bottom lip of that bottle over your lip, and you kind of pour it into your mouth.
As he's explaining that, I'm going to try to do it.
Okay. All right. It's a little awkward. You drip a little bit, but you get some of the soda into your gullet. It's a very fake flavor. It's a lot of artificial sweeteners and shit. It's pretty good. You can feel like the bubbles kind of go up to your nose. They don't just go in any direction.
So I'm like jacked up on caffeinated soda now.
I would say jacked up, but you're definitely like it's a different experience. It's a tingle.
This is not my favorite thing in the world, but it's an experience, and that's what we all come out here.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to be here to share with you. So that'll be that'll be 3 Hilderbucks.
Do I have 3 of those?
No, you do not have 3 Hilderbucks, but you have the currency of the planet. You have like New Birmingham dollars.
I have some of these. Will these work?
He kind of looks and goes, oh, that'll more than do it. And he goes over and he's quite eager to be paid through your credits. Yes.
I'll hand him, and I'll give him a tip too because.
Okay. You kind of you flashed over. He said, "Oh, thank you very much." He's like, well, sir, I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was in witnessing one person of finer taste here. Is there anything else I can help you with? You wanted some? We got some fine jerky, dehydrated meats. We got.
I'm good on the food thing, but maybe you could is there anything you could tell me that just seems? I'll be blunt and honest with you, my friend. It's off out here. Why is that feeling there?
I mean,
I'm not saying there's anything off, but it just has this feeling. So, I mean, do you feel it?
Look, I mean, my people, like your people, we all hard workers. We work in different environments. Might have some different cultural issues there, but I don't think anything's too weird. I mean, they're showing off the place. I'm glad to see your people come down here and want to see what we're doing, and so you can take it back home. I think if business picks up, it picks up for me. It picks up for all of us. Yeah.
I'm all right. That's honestly all I want to hear. I mean, I believe you. I don't.
No. Well, yeah. I don't know what weird thing you're alluding to. I mean, you have an idea?
Maybe it's because I'm not used to being on this gravitational thing.
I mean, that could be it. Disoriented. I understand that. Well, look.
That's what I mean. That's what I meant. Like, is there a feeling that you feel that's just off? Yes.
He kind of takes a second. He's like,
My way out of this.
I feel like maybe I don't know. I don't know what would be off. It seems like a way to live. I think people. You kind of look up the windows and children. They're happy. They're fine. They're doing okay, right? Parents seem to be okay. I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, everybody wants a little more, but that's nothing wrong with that.
Rather be living in the city or staying here.
I mean, the city's all right. I feel like living in the city ain't much different than living in space. We want to live in like some with space. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a little bit different.
No, I get it. I prefer up there more than I do down here.
That's all right, and that's why. And you got the freedom to go do that.
That's right.
That's what counts. Freedom.
That's right. That and beef steak.
Oh yeah, I can see why they brought you down here.
You have a great, lovely evening, and I'm going to now wander back down to the boring part.
Yeah, the guy just kind of comes off as like he's in it, like he's pretty happy with what's going on here. He doesn't see anything weird going on in his profession.
I can see most people feeling that way, honestly.
Yeah. Maybe you don't. Yeah, it's strange to you, but maybe not to them.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go back to Alec, or we can go back to Myrtle. It's your choice. Who wants to take a step up?
I mean, I can do more, but Myrtle, do you have stuff you want to do?
No, I'm just kind of, like looking at everything. Every time they start pointing out them, I'm like nodding and like, oh yeah.
There's a whole bunch of photo ops. So like they take you to milk a cow, and they get photographs of you milking a cow. It is a whole thing. Yeah. It's kind of cool. What's that?
Did I make it back for that?
No. But they take her to milk a cow, and there's a bunch of photo ops and everything like that too. And they show you some of like what the cattle look like up close. You get to pet a cow. It's kind of cool. They do stink. The place stinks. You can definitely tell that when the guy was talking about earlier how like they have to clear out the crap. You can tell they clear the crap out near the ranch. It's like the main.
Yeah,
area.
Like
there's a
like
radius. Yeah, and you can see the guys are out there where they certainly like are doing this actively.
No fear of stepping in a cow pie,
no.
Unless it happens right in front of you.
It would be staged. They give you like a fake one, like a fall pie.
Oops.
So, Alec, you come out of the building, you get the scrubs off here, and it looks like a place where they cut up cows and put them into packaging to sell on the market.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell that they're not at capacity with it. Like there's a lot more machines in there that they could utilize to scale up.
Yeah, I guess I could. So when I chose to go to the processing center, there was also like the village. Is that where Zin went?
Yeah, Zin and Frankie both went. Yeah.
Got the labs, We got the processing plant. What else are my options?
There is like the fall kind of ranch. There is like the ranch house, like the big house. And then I mean you can always try to go for like the fields. There's the hydroponic center.
Are there any of those guys walking around like zapping weeds?
Not this close, but you can see guys that look like it, like kind of walking around here randomly. I mean, there are people.
Let's check out the house, the ranch house.
All right, you go over to the big house. You come up. There's like a front door, there's a back door. It's a rather classic looking home. It actually like is like 2 stories big. Looks like probably about 3,000 square feet. It's pretty damn big.
Yeah.
And compared to the other house, the people who are living here, you're guessing those are probably like 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, living space, bathroom, pretty basic. But this thing's like it's a small. It's not a mansion, but it's a pretty good sized house.
All right. Is it guarded? Can I walk right up to it?
You can see there's like some staff working the house here. There's like someone in the kitchen for sure.
Sure.
Near the back door and everything. They kind of have a patio and everything. There is like a spread of food not too far off from it, and they look like they're bringing food in from the kitchen out to that patio spread area.
Sure, I'd love to actually go to the kitchen and stay out of people's way, but I'd love to like enter the kitchen area.
You come on the kitchen, and there's people coming in. There's like 3 people working here, and you come on in. And they go, "Oh, sir, look, we did you need something, or did someone not get to you out there?"
I'm just with the press, and I'm here from Mundus, and I'm just here to observe and because I'm writing a piece on all the culture that you're sharing with us today.
Oh, culture. Yeah. Well, we have a very good spread of our culture on the table over there. You could partake of.
Are all of you going to be busy for the foreseeable future? Can I ask any of you a couple
I mean,
questions?
we can. Yeah. What? Dell, is it okay? Dell, yeah. Let him on in. So you come on in. There's like a guy cooking in there, prepping stuff.
Mhm.
He goes, "Yeah, I can talk while I work. What's going on here? What's this?
What are you making for us today?
Oh, it's some skirt steak.
Anything else?
We got some some hydroponics. We managed to get some good potatoes going, so we're gonna mash those up with you. Go with that.
Are those the potatoes?
Yeah, that's what we plan on serving tonight for dinner.
How big are these potatoes?
You see the potatoes? They're pretty good size. They're not rustic Idaho big old fuckers, but they're good sized potatoes.
Okay, so they look like good potatoes.
Yeah.
All right.
They're dirty and brown. I don't know. That's what a good potato looks like to me. I'm sorry. I don't.
No, it's okay. Dell, do you live here in the house, or do you live somewhere in the village nearby?
I live in the village. Yeah, I got me and my wife got a place out there. We got our son out there, and but I cook for the Hildreds. It's great gigs. Great, really really proud to serve the folks.
Why are you proud to serve the ranch family?
Well, I mean, Hank Hildred is a good man. He's given us a lot of jobs, place to live, opportunities when there was none. I mean, me and my family, I remember when the rocks fell back on Earth, I thought we were all dead. And then we get back out here, and this guy's like, "Hey, come on out. I got a place for you to live. You can hang out outside, breathe some free air, look up, see the sun, have some decent food."
Because he owns everything here, and he lets you work, and he lets you work here, and gives you.
He pays us. We're getting paid. Don't get me wrong, we're getting paid.
Can I ask? Do you get paid in? Can I ask what would you get paid? Or what people get paid around here?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we got the local script for the village here, the Hilderbucks. But we can opt to be paid in the new Birmingham dollar.
Do you get less, or do you? Why wouldn't you want to be paid in New Birmingham dollars?
Well, the new Birmingham dollars. Yeah, there's some overhead with that and some concerns over that and the like, and but we get a little bit better deal on the Hilderbucks here.
Okay. Everyone here loves freedom. You love your freedom too?
Oh yeah, I got plenty of freedom. That's what I'm using to cook with today.
What does freedom mean to you?
You writing an entrance exam? What the hell are we going?
I feel like.
I mean, freedom. What does it mean to me?
Everybody in space feels like
I don't
everybody
think...
lives. everybody who lives in space feels like freedom to them means the freedom to go where they want and work for what they want and do almost anything they want to do. Everyone down here I meet seems to think that space is a big onerous place with lots of troublesome details, and it seems like everyone here feels like freedom means working for rich people in their little villages. I'm just curious what your favorite thing is about this area.
Well, I mean, my favorite thing about the area is I think the food's good. I see that kind of stuff the Belters eat. That's rough. I don't know if I could eat like that, eating out of tubes and bulbs and always having a nipple in your mouth. Not my thing. And he's like, but now here, look. I mean, he's like, look at this potato. This is real. Like, eat this here.
Yes. Wait, do the Belters, what they eat isn't real?
Well, I mean, what they eat is real, but it's like, growing mushrooms off the side of a sewage pipe. Not.
Have you ever tried it?
Eating mushrooms off the side of a sewer pipe?
Yeah.
He's like,
I guess not.
He goes, all right. He's like, rocks hit the earth. I had a lot of people I knew starved. And so I know what it is not to have food. And I know what it is to eat, moss you find under a broken stump.
That's fair enough.
So when I say freedom, I think what I mean is the safety and security of knowing that my next meal is going to be a good one.
And that's what freedom means to you.
I think so.
Yeah. I hear you. I mean, when the rocks fell, that was a terrible time.
Yeah.
For a lot. Do a lot of people do a lot of people here remember?
Oh, there's definitely
the
a few of us, but when we go to other planets, they would call us refugees.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I didn't want to be seen as like, hey, I had to come here. But here they were like, you know what? You're going to be citizens. Be citizens here.
I feel extremely lucky to have been one of the few people on Earth who actually got to have a job. Have you ever lived on basic?
He laughs. He's like, yeah, that wasn't much better than eating moss off the bottom of a tree stump. But yeah.
Do you think? I mean, no one's proud to live on base. Some people are. Some people like it. Do you think?
But see, when I was living on basic, you gotta understand, that was the UN telling me how to live. Now I want to tell you, the Mormons, they had it right. That Nauvoo thing they were doing, whatever you want to call the station they have now, whatever name they decided to call it, whatever Belgian name they put on that thing, doesn't matter. The Mormons had the right idea. They were like, you know what? The UN's telling us we cannot have children unless we pay a bunch more taxes to them. You're on basic, you can't have children. That ain't freedom. Here, my wife and I, we have our kid, no problem. Hildebrandt sends us a letter congratulating us. My boss knows the name of my child. On Earth, I wouldn't even have that child, and I wouldn't even have a job. So I'm just saying, I think I have some freedom here, despite what you folks from out there think is freedom. I think I have a little more freedom than I did, 30 years ago on Earth.
What if you lived here and you didn't like football or steak? What would you do?
Didn't like football or steak. So you speak in riddles.
Don't you think they tell you to like football and steak here? Like, did you like football and steak when you lived on Earth?
No. Little history of myself. As on basic, I never had steak before. The only people I ever saw having steak were people on TV and rich motherfuckers like Jules Pierre Mao who fucked us all up. Here, I get to live a little bit closer to that kingly lifestyle. You see what I'm saying? A little bit closer. That to me is freedom.
But if you get tired of steak, you still have to eat steak.
I mean, there's potatoes. We got some, it's not all steak. I mean, that's the big push.
What if you wanted a mushroom off of a pipe? Let's just say, you know what? I've been eating steak and potatoes for the last 10 years. Damn it, it's my birthday. I would like a mushroom off the side of a pipe. Would you be able to get one?
There's a fella here that grows them. We go out to the latrine, you know. They ain't hard to grow. I mean, we got all those cow pies out there. We grow them all that real easy. Although they might be a little magical.
I remember that when the rocks fell, that was really hard. So I don't blame you for enjoying security and taking care of your children.
And you know what, man?
But do you ever get curious about anything besides football and steak?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm always curious what Mr. Hildebrand's doing next, what all the big families are doing next. I mean, right now it's push to have cattle on the ranch. That's a brand new idea. Hydroponics not a problem. It's going real good. Our genetic labs going real good out here. But this stuff
here's a receipt for a burger that I bought at the airport.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Can you see how much that cost? Can you tell me if that's?
That's a pretty penny.
How much money is that for you?
That right there would be about, well, if I'm getting paid in the local script, that'd be about like 4 meals worth of food right there. But I mean, you're paying airport prices. You know what I'm saying? You're paying premium eating a fucking burger in space.
Now,
I mean, I'm eating that son of a bitch all a few hours after he died. You probably eaten a few days after he died, and also been shot by a rocket. So there's a premium on that.
Now, Del, this is I'm going to turn off my drone. Okay. This part's off the record. I'm not going to put this in my story. I don't want you to feel attacked here. Are you curious. By
the way, you have optical implants. You can record him with him not know.
No, I'm going to be honest here.
Okay.
What if I told you that this money that I spent on this burger is very casual throwaway cash for most people who don't live on this planet?
Most people.
For the majority of people. I'm going to venture that much to say. I'm not rich. I'm an independent journalist. I'm better than people living on basic. But do you ever feel like, I mean, everyone says here that they love freedom, but they also could do with a little more cash. Do you feel like you're trapped here by debt or money? Do you think that they're offering you freedom but paying you pennies? Is that possible?
I don't think so. I think the opportunity here is good. I know my kids go to school. I get to see my children every day. I want you to just take a second, and I want you to go. I saw that gangly looking dude walking around, right? You go ask that Belcher fella how many days a year, if he even understands what a year is, how many days a year he saw his mama and his dad. My kid sees me and my wife every goddamn day of their life. So that to me is some freedom.
There's a lot of value in staying close to home instead of abandoning your family.
I think
going out to
and
live
my thing
life.
is my home is my family. My family's here, and Mr. Hildebrand provides a place for my family to exist and to continue to exist. That's a hard thing to put a price on, sir.
But does he provide you a chance to exist or thrive?
Exist or thrive?
Are you thriving here, or are you just?
What does that mean?
I don't know, man. I see a guy in a big house.
I got one question. Did that word thrive? Did that cost more than that fucking burger? Because that's not the kind of word we toss around out here. You see what I'm saying?
That's a bad word in these parts?
No, I just don't. I think you're just cutting down semantic type stuff bullshit here.
This looks like a really good steak, and if you were making this steak on a restaurant on a station, I bet you would be paid way more than the price I paid for 4 hamburgers in the airport.
And I'm sure, but I'm also sure that place you're talking about don't have steak coming in because there's no motherfuckers out there trying to build fucking cattle ranches to output steak on here. But Mr. Hildebrand and the government here is trying to do that. That's what New Birmingham has to offer. And your capacity to eat a burger on a space station somewhere else in God's green fucking universe, that's gonna be freedom. We are selling freedom to you.
My last question.
Do I have the freedom to eat a mushroom off the side of a pipe? Sir, do you have the freedom to eat a burger in space any place you want to?
Yeah, I do actually. I can eat just about anything.
I mean a real burger, not one of these little vat grown you know, I mashed up I blended up a mushroom until it looked like a burger bullshit. No, I mean like
I gotta say the burger I ate in the airport felt like a rock in my stomach for quite a minute. Do you eat this? Do you eat those steaks every day?
No, I won't eat every day. I'll pace myself. Sometimes I do a little something different. You know, and don't get me wrong, veggies here are good too. You know, the potatoes are good. There's a lot of good things here, but we really want people to understand that like this steak that you're looking at, that's the best we got to offer. No one else is out in the universe offering it. We got to be something special.
Well, I hope one day when you get your pennies together, if you want to, that you get a chance to open a restaurant or sell burgers for yourself or make steak for yourself instead, or for your own customers for your own benefit instead of the guy living upstairs.
You make it sound like I got nothing to live for but this guy upstairs. The only man I'm living for upstairs is God and Jesus. It ain't Mr. Hildebrand. Mr. Hildebrand, nice man, and he's also a God-fearing man, and I like that a lot about him. But he's an example to all of us too of what we can be.
Okay. I really want you to understand I appreciate this time so much. So thank you so much.
I appreciate this too.
Yeah.
But why don't you get the fuck out of my kitchen?
Hey, it sounds like a deal. All right. Thank you so much, Del. I'm looking forward to those potatoes.
Yeah, so okay, you hear him kind of curse on the way out. Yeah, he's like fucking talking about freedom. I think my kitchen talking about freedom. Then we know what a good potato looks like.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Captain Myrtle. I'm gonna say I'm out. I don't know. I feel like I came here looking for a conspiracy. These people seem happy to be cooked. I think they're happy. I'm saying that. I'm not saying that out loud.
So Myrtle, you get introduced to a man. This is you get introduced to another fine, interesting person here by the secretary. The secretary says, "Well, I'd like you to introduce you to one of the people making this ranch happen for Mr. Hildebrand." Mr. Hildebrand, while and Mr. Hildebrand says, "Yeah, I gotta admit, this is my land. It's been a dream of mine, but this is the man that makes the magic happen." And he goes over and he points you to a gentleman, who kind of like he's in nicer clothes. He's not like in like suit and tie, but he's in kind of nice clothes. It looks like he's trying to dress up a little bit. He's a little scrawnier. He's not like, you can tell this guy's he's not a football player. His kid definitely ain't gonna be a football player type situation. But he says, I'd like you to meet this guy, our friend here, Nico Maruga. Well, and Nico goes, "Oh, excuse me, it's Dr. Nico Maruga." This is the first guy you've met on the planet that's like been addressed as doctor, and you've met quite a few, and it's like, okay, whoa, we got a guy that like and this guy, he doesn't look like, he's not wearing like you've seen some jewelry on people. They have like little crosses here and there. They have like little decorations, whatever. It's nothing like in your face. It's just kind of there. This guy has none of that on him.
Well, hi there. It's good to meet you. Are you the ranch boss slash
He laughs. He's like, no,
project manager?
Project manager would be more adept. Yes, I am currently our head R&D, trying to get this whole trying to get like to up the production value of the cattle here on the Hildebrand campus, if you will. Is it campus?
Excellent.
And Hildebrand, he's like, Nico, you call it whatever the hell you want, as long as you keep on working that magic in that lab. I don't give a shit what you call it. Campus, branch, it's all the same to me. It's a place. Like, okay. And
So you're not out there riding and roping.
hey, Nico laughs. He says, no. I've been seeking, kind of encouraging the adaptation of the cattle.
Sure. Yeah, I'm all for science. I mean, that's what we, it's what we do over on Mundos. So I get you.
Well, I gotta thank you so much for all that, because you guys make some excellent hydroponics. The vegetables we get are outstanding. The red on the bell peppers we grow here is amazing. And you guys see Mr. Holberg goes, Nico's always bragging about being able to grow some good fruits and vegetables here. It helps what's that stuff we make? We fry up a little bit of the steak there. He goes, the fajitas. And he's like, yeah, the fajitas with the bell peppers. Absolutely delicious. Yeah, it's another fine thing. We're hoping the fajita thing we can kind of get into the Belcher market with the beef. they like to wrap up stuff. The Belters like to have the whole package, like each front to back.
You get a little heft and complimentary flavor, from the peppers and onions and stuff there.
Expand they have the Belter burritos, I think they call them. We want to expand that into the fajita. I think that'd be a good one.
Sure.
For them.
Yeah.
Nico is big on those. Got me hooked on them, the missus. But
you got a whole dairy thing going on here, so you can look at your quesadillas. I don't know if you ever heard of those.
Alta cheese. Alta cheese. That's what they call. That's what they call it, Nico. That's what that means. And he says, yeah, that's what it means. The cheese house. But yeah, he kind of goes on. Nico goes, but yeah, no, we're doing some great stuff here, and we're really happy to keep on collaborating. He goes, so we're hoping. I think Mr. Hobart put me out here because he's hoping that I can kind of explain, but maybe talk to some of your people from Star's Edge and maybe do kind of a.
Our super scientists.
Yeah, super scientists. Maybe we could do a little exchange. Bring some your people out here and our people out there. Yeah, I would love to hear more about that. But we're looking for if you guys have anyone on staff that would be really good at we're looking at kind of bone density issues in our cattle.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And we understand that Star's Edge several decades ago develop like a neo Osteo X type situation. They supercharge the Osteo X drugs that the Martians developed. Is that true?
Well, there's been some interesting science coming out of Star's Edge. So we'd be happy to talk to you. I could get you in touch with my scientist friends out there and see what kind of collaboration we can do.
And he goes, forgive me, I'm sorry, Mr. Hillbrow, I have to do this. Is there any way I could talk to Mr. Pope?
I tell you what, let's set up, once we've done the tour and all that other stuff, let me get you hooked in, with our network and all that things that are going on. And, I send my stuff over, to his data pad. And I'm just I think that would be a really interesting discussion.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this in the future. We don't want to hold up everybody with all the science talk. And I'm not all that great at the science talk either. So
right now our current problem is we're looking at a way to redistribute the bone density in the cattle, and we're having some tricky problems with it. But it's really kind of, I don't want to get too technical. Mr. Hildebrandt understands what we're doing, but I don't want to get too technical on it. But we've had
a quick question
success
about that then.
Yeah.
Is that, do you think, with all of your tests and your science stuff, do you think some of that's affected by maybe the journey of your original cows and how they're adapting here? Or is this something more that's kind of developed with the gravity here? Because that's great notes for my people.
It's more of an adaptation we would like to induce in them.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you see how Mr. Holbrandt's demeanor changes a bit, and he's kind of Nico's he goes, yeah, Nico, I think this getting talks with Mr. Pope and trying to do some brain exchange might be a good way to do it. Maybe we can exchange some stuff here, but yeah, I don't know about the we don't want to get too technical with the secretary today.
Oh, I'm not either.
Yeah,
I figured that was an easy question because I'm not really sure the gravity here.
Well,
it seems all fine, but you science people know that there's always little variations, right? And you're trying to make everything work well so you can feed everybody and everybody can be successful. So yeah, sure, I'll get you in touch with sciencey people.
Okay. I want Sin to make a stealth check.
Stealth?
Yeah, I want to see how curious you get and how far you get along. You have +4 to it, sir.
Probably not very far because I rolled 7 total.
Jesus Christ.
+4.
11?
Yeah.
Do you have any fortune you could blow?
I have all my fortune.
Why don't you blow some fortune and take your lowest die and push it to a 6 if you could.
And it's not a drama die, so.
Cool. Alright. So that pushes you up by an extra +5, pushes you to 16, okay. Sin, you start kind of walking around a little bit, and as you're kind of walking, you notice this there's a pair of ranch hands moving this kind of oddly shaped crate towards the labs. and something about it just catches your attention. Like it's a one-man job to move the crate on this like lift, but like they seem to have 2 guys like moving this thing.
I would like to stealthily follow.
All right, you kind of shadow them for a while, and you watch them like go through the back of the lab, and they go in through like a surface. It's kind of like a surface. They have like a big old kind of gate like material set there, and you can see like inside the area, like they close the door almost immediately. It looks like you could probably try to like, if you want to try to do a tuck and roll, you might be able to get in there. But this seems kind of like this is like the one thing you've seen that's been kind of suspicious.
I'm going for it.
Okay. Give me a I don't know. Give me another stealth check. Make it a good one.
It better be better than the last one.
Give me that much worse.
I can't see that number.
Oh, you dropped the dice. It's so dramatic.
I kind of can't do math now. 7 plus 5. Yeah, what? 17? I
Okay,
think?
that's pretty damn good. Okay, you come on in, and you kind of in this room like there's some crates. The guys like seem to be wheeling this thing to another room, and you kind of hear like a weird kind of like it's kind of like a weird like constant hum coming from the room, like kind of like, but it kind of oscillates a little bit, but it's a very deep tone, but it's kind of oscillating sound in the room.
I would like to slowly and stealthily head that way.
You see him taking the crate.
To see.
You see them taking the crate, and like the crates are all there's a bunch of these crates, and they're all like hooked into like kind of like a cell situation. It's kind of like a beehive. It's like a bunch of stuff, and they kind of just like take it and they take it up and they push it into one. You wait, you hear like a locking sound, and they pull it out, and you can hear kind of this moan. It's kind of like not moan, but like a moaning sound, like constant kind of whirring sound coming from various ones of these things. And you can see that like the room has like a bunch of piping and tubing all over the place in this place here.
Is it just those 2 guys in here right now?
You can see the 2 of them, yeah. And they're kind of they load it up and they kind of like wander off further into the facility. They don't seem to notice you at all. There's probably of these little like these little pods, these like crates or whatever it is. There's probably like maybe like 30 or 40 of them in the room.
Is there one close enough I can go check it out?
Yeah, you go check it out. Yeah. You can tell that like
I want to be aware of my surroundings too. I want to keep an eye on it.
Okay. You go up to it. Give me a intelligence check to see if you kind of figure out what it is. Besides being a container, obviously something inside it.
Yeah, I rolled triple 4, so
That's pretty good. Plus 2, 14.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, 2.
Okay. You go up to it. If you can push that to one of those dice to a 1 up by 1 more. Go 5.
Yeah.
So you spend some more stump points here. Churn is going up, my friends. Churn is going up, actually. Know that too. You come to it and like, yeah, it looks like it's like some sort of like it's monitoring. There's like a panel in front that's like monitoring whatever's inside the thing, and it looks like vital signs.
And they're being shoved in some kind of like
beehive. Yeah, they can like lift them up and down, and like they can kind of rearrange them. They look like it looks like a kind of like a beehive cell type situation, the way they kind of load in.
I'm going to hopefully be able to whip out my data pad and record some of this to send to Alec.
You take some to Alec. Alec, you start getting pings on your thing, and like you get these pictures of these like weird looking fucking pods. Like they're like kind of a greenish color, with like various like vital sign monitoring on each one.
Google image search. What am I looking at?
So you go up and ask. You ask like one of the local AIs what it is, and the AI just comes back and says it looks like it's like a bio monitoring pod. Like is all it says. Like that's all they really know about it. It doesn't even know what it is exactly.
The local AI.
Well, you ask like a local AI that can identify technology, but it doesn't seem to know what it is.
Okay. What do I see? Can I? It's
like they're like giant pods. So it looks like the best way to describe it is like think like a turned over trash can. Like a big green trash can, and then but it's like a hexagon shaped, and it has like tech on the front that seems to be monitoring life signs of something inside of it.
Monitoring life signs on the inside of it. It's like the size of a street trash can, you said?
Yeah, a little bit bigger than that though, but yeah, it's pretty good size.
Is the captain nearby?
They're a little far off. They're talking to the dignitaries and everything and being entertained. You try to drag them away, or?
No, I
love you, Jacob, so much.
I type back to Zin. Noises? ?
And you get recording the sounds. You can kind of hear like this kind of weird sound. It's kind of strange to like try to make out.
Okay.
There's a fair, but it seems to be coming like the whole room seems to be kind of echoing it to some degree. Then.
Okay.
I will send back a voice going,
Yeah.
That's what it's doing.
All right. Find a. I don't want to. Dell doesn't want anything to do with me anymore. Yeah. How about are any ranch hands around?
Around you?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no problem.
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah, what's up?
Press.
Mhm.
I'm very impressed with everything I'm seeing.
Oh, thank you.
Here. I saw a piece of equipment I'm not familiar with. Could you tell me what this machine does?
You show them, they kind of look at it and they go, oh, they clam up real fucking quick.
I just assume it's something to do with with creating feed for all of the natural cows out here or anything like that.
Before you answer that, can I try to open it
Sure.
so I can send them a picture right before whatever?
Go roll. So it is advanced to open up. Roll a technology test. So this would be just raw intelligence.
I don't have much of that.
Good luck, have fun. Yes. Good thing I will give you have improvisation, so I'm not going to penalize you on this. You're just going to improv it.
And 15.
Can I get a suggestion from the audience?
Yeah.
I got 17, 6 on the drama die.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Okay, you managed to kind of crack it open, and you managed to go through the procedures where whatever's inside, you do not kill. So you got lucky.
Oh, sweet.
It opens. Do you want to like live stream this to Alec?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're holding your camera, watching this shit. You're like, okay, let's fucking watch this shit. And the thing kind of opens up slowly, and like inside of it, it's this like weird creature. You've never seen something like this, but it's pretty damn big. Like it eats up most of the pod space. It seems to like be kind of black and white. Has like a large skull. Its snout seems kind of oddly, weirdly shaped. And it has like a variety of, you can see like different monitoring things like pressed into its like flesh and its nose and such. And like,
is it like a cow with no legs or like or horns or any of the unnecessary parts of it?
Yes.
It's a sack. It's a beef sack.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
And you're realizing, and Alec, you realize that all the meat they served you today, none of them are shanks. None of them are like legs or anything.
I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna try to leave my. I'm gonna try to get out of here too. While I can.
Are you gonna close the pod? And the thing's like kind of like making weird noises and shit in there.
Yeah, I better close it.
It smells pretty bad too. I was just say too, but
yeah, I'll close it.
Okay,
I don't want it to die anyways.
Okay.
I'm gonna say I had no idea you guys had such advanced hospitals for your wounded cattle. That is so impressive.
Yeah. The help kind of starts walking away from you. Like it's not
great. I save all of that and back it up to my hard drive inside my brain or on my drone.
Oh, you have one in your brain. You do have one in your brain. Yes, this is true.
Right. Back it all up. And I'm gonna. I need to go.
Do you need an adult? Is that what's going on?
Can I go to the driver, or can I just get myself a car?
Get yourself a car
or something? Can I?
There is a van pool. There is like cars there. You could, if you want to go try to hijack a car, you're more than welcome to try.
I don't need to hijack anything. I guess I'm gonna go to the captain.
Okay.
So, when I get a second without alarming the captain, I'm gonna get the captain's attention.
So Myrtle, you want to show him like the whole video and everything?
I'm gonna ask, do you want to see something really upsetting that will blow everything up, or do you want to trust me and see it later?
Later is good.
Okay. Do do whatever you need to do. This is all a sham. Don't endorse anything.
Yeah. I'm doing, just like, I still look like I'm being, like happy old boomer here, just wandering around,
Okay.
doing my, kind of
You're putting
chill
feeling-
kind of stuff.
I'm feeling really sick, and I think I need to get off. I think I need to get off world as soon as possible. I think it's very important that I should be not on this planet for my own safety.
Okie dokie. Here, I'll just like, as we're looking around and talking, I'm just like, oh crap, don't we have like a scheduled meeting or something? Hey, while I'm doing all this and talking about all these opportunities, hey, Alec, do you mind kind of going back and attending that meeting, that, stupid board meeting kind of thing?
Oh my
do you
God.
mind, like,
I'm so sorry. I forgot. That was my mistake.
Yeah, I know. We're having so much fun. I totally forgot about the meeting.
Can we get, I'm so sorry you took us all the way out here. Can I trouble you for a ride back to our ship? Or back to the city?
Going so soon. Sure, I mean, you can just take that meeting out at the hotel tonight, right?
Yes. Can I? But I got to take this meeting, and I'm also not feeling well. Can I go back to the city?
As you say convincingly, make a deception test. This is just raw communication for you. Yeah.
I'm gonna start mumbling about transport union and blah 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 blah
So,
blah.
yeah,
Kind of like
You're gonna
boring.
You're gonna bore him out of a conversation. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. It's just
So
like,
you-
oh man.
I'm sorry. Can I use etiquette?
Oh, you can. I'll let you use etiquette. Yeah.
Okay.
That's all. Etiquette's good.
19.
All right. Very good. So yeah, you managed to kind of like talk them through and get them to come on out. Frankie, you noticed that like Myrtle and Alec have gotten a little like high strung, and Zin's been nowhere to be seen for like the last like half an hour. As the chief of security of this entourage, this throws you off a little bit.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure I saw Zin go to the general store.
Last we saw him.
Okay. I guess I will. Does it look like they look high strung? How do the rest of the folks look? that
Most
they're
people are kind of
talking
having a
to?
good time talking. Hildebrandt and the Secretary of Agriculture are having a really good time, just talking stuff up, everything like that, showing off stuff. People are playing horseshoes now. I mean, it's like really kind of good old time. They brought out dinner, and people are having dinner, just casual eating, skirt steak and mashed potatoes. So it's a pretty casual time, but they don't seem to think anything's up right now.
Okay, so Alec and Myrtle are the only people who look tense.
They seem and Alex seems to be trying to make a beeline out of here now.
Okay.
Where he's usually putting his nose in places, he's not doing that now. He's trying to get his nose out of this place.
Okay. Great. Cool. I am gonna. Alec knows how to get himself out of shit. I think.
Fair.
I think he's fine. So, I'm going to send a message to Sin, and try to figure out where are you at?
Zin, I'll send Zin a message, by the way. Like, I've got this data. You look after yourself now.
Listen, are you trying to? So you get a message from Frankie. They're all asking where you are after you close the thing. You're kind of sitting in this place. You're not sure. You need to go open the door you snuck through. This is the only way you know out.
Is it a loud door?
Yeah, it's like a big old roller door. The cargo door. I mean, it's a cargo loading dock door.
I gotta get out of here. I can't stay in here. Not very smart about this, am I?
There is also an emergency exit that has an alarm will sound if opened. You have options.
I could trigger that and then go out the loud door.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to do that. I want to make it loud. No, I don't. I can't make it loud. No, I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Okay. All right.
I'm going to try to, as stealthily as possible, open that door.
Okay.
Just be as slow as I can.
Okay. You go over and try to open the door, okay. You go up over to it and you start kind of rolling through it, and it kicks over and the motor on it kicks on. It starts making noise. You hear some like you can roll out pretty quickly without anyone spotting you directly, but you might be on camera somewhere.
That's all right. They won't see it right away, I wouldn't think. I still gotta get out of here.
So you go, you kind of run out, and Frankie, you're looking in the distance, and you see like Sin like walking to you from one of those like large buildings, the lab building. You're trying to. He comes off like he's trying not to be nondescript, but in fact he's not.
I'll flag him down.
All right, you flag him down. You get. Then you guys are sitting there like on the open. There's people off in the distance having lights and throwing horseshoes, eating skirt steak. And you guys are standing there, and Sin's kind of like a little twitchy, especially more so than usually for a belter.
What's
Are we alone? Or, like, is there anybody else?
No, you guys are pretty open on the area right now.
Want to see some weird shit?
Oh.
Did you eat the beef?
No, I don't like it.
Good. That's really, really good. And I'll show him the video of.
Yeah, so you show Frankie the video.
Stealthily, I'll be like,
It's
Frankie will take out their glasses,
Yeah,
put them on.
It's pretty twisted shit.
That's nasty.
It really smelled bad too.
How'd you get in there?
Quick like a ninja.
And out?
Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Do you want to go back with Alec? Maybe you should.
Yep.
Okay. I'll see you later.
All right. Tell the captain I'm sorry.
All right.
So I'll stay with Myrtle as Sin and Alec leave.
So Sin and Alec, you guys get in the car, and they'll start you back. It's about like an hour and a half drive back to the city, or so at a pretty good speed. The driver, you seem, oh yeah, sure, take on back. He get you on back, no problem. Myrtle, your night took a turn for the weird. So how do you want to handle this with Hildebrandt and the Ag Secretary?
I'm just gonna talk to him. It's like, it's so nice to be outside, because, spent so many years up in space, but, what are the rest of the plans of the day? I can't remember.
Oh, this is the end of it. This is just the end of it, is to have this nice dinner.
Is there anything else that's I guess we're all set.
I think we're pretty set for the day. This seems good. Well, you got to see what the best we have to offer is. Our Nico he's hoping to bring some people back from your labs out here, help us out, get to finalize this project a little bit so we can scale it up.
Sure.
We're hoping to scale up, but we're going to make sure to send you guys home. We got a whole crate set up for you to go home here from Hildebrandt Farms. Take home back to Mundos, celebrate, make sure that, if you get some photos of the kids on the planet eating the skirt steak, that'd be great. Whatever
Yeah.
And he's like telling you all this other small space, and all you can do is see this, like, you keep on flashing back to seeing this animal, like, in not even a cage, in like a pod, just being like sucked dry.
Right.
It's and this guy's like, yeah, take some skirt steak back and feed some kids.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that would be great. We would love that. And hey, I'll, you're sending me back with some dairy also, so I'll let you know I can make some chocolates and get those back to you, and test them out, see how it works for my secret recipes, and talk. There's all kinds of things that we can talk about down the road here.
Yeah, you bet. Well, I think that's gonna be real good for us. Well, look, why don't I come by tomorrow morning? We get a nice breakfast in. You give me your kind of notes and your final thoughts on the proposal.
Sure.
We'll get that paperwork underway and make sure that the continued interplanetary operation that your little what they call it, Department of Intersystem Operations can make something really happen.
It's so many words. So many words. But yeah.
But it's good stuff. It's good stuff.
But it's good to set up friendships, and trade is good for everybody.
Well, thank you for coming out.
That's the whole core of the transport union.
Well, thank you for coming out and seeing our little piece of heaven here. We're glad to have you anytime. If you people let us know if you need any kind of like spiritual advice, even too. Come on back. Let us know. We want to make sure you all taken care of out there and everything too. Let's keep this operation going here. And don't you worry none. Those guns you guys are bringing back to Mundos, they're all ready to go up in space on your transport and will be sent back home with y'all. No problem.
Okay, that all sounds great. Well, I think that we're gonna get going, and we'll see where we go from here.
Mm-hmm. And thank you to you and your entourage here. Look out for that scrawny fella, man. He don't look like I knew Belt was a little gray, but I didn't see little green men from space like that. He looked a little green around the gills there. So make sure he gets taken care of.
Well, when you're adjusting to, some of this, like I've been up and down and up and down and up and down for so many decades that some of us just take it easier than others.
Yeah, we all.
So it's just experience, Ha ha,
Yes. Yeah. All right. So he lets you saunter off, and you and Frank, you're able to get your place back to the hotel. You get back to the hotel.
It's like under my breath. I'm like, God, I want a GTFO. Yeah, that was a great day because I'm assuming that they're listening.
Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
So I'm with some smart team. They're going to pick up whatever I'm putting down here. So, yeah.
Frankie's got a little more experience in operations, I would think, in terms of this kind of being quiet. Frankie, do you have any kind of anything you want to kind of try to like convey to Myrtle on the trip, or like while you guys are under the guise of?
I spoke to some of the children here, and they seem to be really excited for physical activity. I think maybe that's something we could bring back to our school.
That is actually a great idea. It's like sometimes I forget that we have like full-on families now, and I'll kind of go into one of those little histories. When we first landed, kind of thing as a cover for, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'll also share. We ought to build ourselves a playground to, get in them. Maybe even get the kids' input on how they want to grow up and what they want to see on their playground.
Yeah, I think that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah, just sharing information about talking to the kids and the school system, etc. Nothing too deep.
Just share the information. It comes over pretty well. Get back to the hotel. Alec, you've backed up what you can. You have it stored in your head. You have another little backup in your leg, a little drive in your leg as well. But you got an interesting story here. Would you say?
Well, I know, and I'm not. I know that they control all information on their side of the gate, so I'm not, ready to
divulge
to the world. But I do have the gist of the story that I'm gonna release if you'll indulge me.
Oh, please. So you guys wait. It takes you about another week to get to the edge of the gate, or a few weeks to get to the edge to the gate. And Alec, did you want to just send out the story when you get on the other side of the gate, or how you want to do that? Or wait a little bit, or
yeah. The headline is Mundos should do business with New Birmingham, and then it opens with, it's a video to my followers. When the rocks fell, scores of humanity were left disenfranchised, unable to provide for their families. The desperation drove many to the stars to find a new life. I admit that when I visited New Birmingham, I may have been on a bit of a witch hunt against their culture, a culture that prides beef and prioritizes football above all things. Many people who live in New Birmingham live not in poverty, but with lower wages than I think many would accept, working a hard life in service of people who have a lot more opportunities, here are strange to us. They are secured through a ritualistic game that I have never played, even though it's from my own planet. But I think in the end, what I've branded this culture as unworthy because it looks so unlike mine, a very fortunate and privileged space elite. I think that the people here choose to work here, and they have a right to work hard to create a better life for themselves, especially after so many of us have a crippling scarcity mindset after not being able to provide for so long. New Birmingham is a charming place with charming people. It is rustic, they roughhouse, and they know what they like, and they are not interested in being convinced otherwise. A worthy mindset. I think that Mundo's Edge should trade with their beef, should buy their beef, and should sell their beef. The only caveat is that they have to tell the truth. While sitting with a chef, I asked him if he enjoyed any food that didn't come from his planet, and he said that, and he specifically said he would never eat a mushroom that was grown on the side of a pipe. I have to say, while this seems to have a little bit of license taken with it, we really cannot say it is not that true. We grow all kinds of food in very interesting ways in space. Unfortunately, the beef that's grown on New Birmingham is not traditionally real beef. And then from there, it'll just it'll divulge into what I discovered. Truthfully, but also saying, this kind of technology is what we use today. It may look a little bit different, and assuming there are no animal rights violations, as long as everything is above board and put straight forward, there should be room for commerce between them and the rest of the system.
Wow.
That was good.
That was good.
Very, 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 very nice, Jacob. You published your story. Do you publish the video of the cow?
Have to. I mean,
Okay,
it's
okay.
gotta be proof. Yeah.
This causes quite the conundrum, and I think are going to pick up with the ramifications on this for the next session. I will say this though: Alec Maynard has gone into hiding. That's such a situation since this is your last session with us, Jacob. You had to go into hiding due to revealing certain elements of the Hildebrandt's operation.
But do I go viral?
That's what matters, and yes, you do.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I get those residues from Space Instagram. Spacetagram.
Yes, you get Space Stack. You're on Space Stack, and people subscribe to it just to see the weird cow thing. It's a big story breaks, and a lot of people are it's a very divisive situation. There's like a lot of different takes on it, a lot of hot takes, all of which you observe from an anonymous location where you are allowed to watch your bankroll go up and up as the advertising dollars and the subscription dollars come in for a while.
Before we part ways, I do tell Captain Myrtle, hey, what they're doing is gross, but those people are working really hard and they deserve some kind of a life. So don't write them off. Try to work with them if you can. Maybe draft 2 or 3 is where we'll be better. And I'm not saying
right.
I'm not saying I'm down with all the blessed be the fruit vibes going on either, but they're traumatized,
right.
So work with them because they deserve to earn a living, as long as they're honest about it.
Yeah, I've got some thoughts and ideas, and as much as a lot of the conversation there was, giving you and the team time to see things that I wouldn't necessarily be able to see, and seeing how we can help. Because really, we're corporates are going to be corporates, but how do we help the farmer? How do we help the rancher? How do we help the people, the kids, get an education and and support what people are doing and try to make it safer for everyone?
Honestly, and that's why I think you should continue to do, technology exchanges, swaps. I mean, make sure you know what they're using it for if you don't want to help them make meat bags, but the hydroponics are good if you can encourage more cultural interaction. That's the only way kids are going to know there's more out there and get the opportunity to leave. Yeah.
I mean, heck, that's, what happened to me, 30 something years ago, it's just, how it is back on Earth. It's always Earth first. And then we go out into space, and then we get to see so many different cultures and find love, find happiness, find terror. All that stuff is, yeah, there's a lot of stuff there. And I think if we can help them, that will be good for everyone.
I don't know I don't even know why they have to lie about this. I mean, is the fake beef thing? Am I off base here? I mean, we already grow food. They're just scamming by saying it's authentic. Like, I think they've got a good industry to make their lives better here. They just need to work on the.
I think, it's like somewhat, especially, like years ago when we were on Mars, they have like the big fish tanks, which you don't get to see a lot in, if you don't have the right gravity and you don't have the right water and all this stuff, is that people got used to the idea of and not be separated. People are too separated from what it takes to bring meat to the table. And it's been generations and generations. So it's really hard to say, it's just.
Okay. I think that's a good way to end it. It's hard to say.
It's hard to say.
I think we're gonna call it there. Look, folks, before we started tonight, they were like, hey, can we do some horror stuff? It's October. And I was like, I had this idea in the back of my head, but I wasn't gonna do it, but here it is. And so
well, you know what, nobody can say that you don't give us what we asked for, even if we're just like making jokes about it.
Yeah. No, it was
we're always gonna get some weird shit.
Yeah, you're gonna get some weird stuff. Yeah, I was gonna go with that. So yeah, so it was cows in a tube. Two grown cows. Yeah, it's kind of a twisted thing, but anyways, that was fun. Jacob, great monologue, sir. Great. It sounded like a story. It sounded like stuff I read on, whatever person's blog. So congrats, that was great.
I should never be a journalist, but it was fun. It was fun to pretend to be one. It was fun to interview those New Birmingham, people.
Oh, I hope I brought them to life for you.
On the ship back, 6 weeks ago. That was fun to interview that guy. It was fun to conduct interviews here and then write a fake story. So it was definitely fun to play a character.
Those were some of my favorite actually role plays. Because you really put me on the spot here. I'm gonna interview this dude right now. This like nameless NPC. I'm gonna fucking grill. And I'm like, all right. And I really hope I could keep up with you, sir. Because you're a professional actor. I hope I could keep up with you on that.
Oh, you absolutely could. But since when in role-playing games do you get into that kind of emotional chase? It's always fighting. But this was cool.
Yeah, I think it was cool. And I think we can go out on that. Everybody, folks at home, thank you so much for hanging out this night. Here is Jacob's information. Please go look him up and go check out his charities that he's into. If you want to find more about Abraxas Precipice, there is the info. You also can find everybody you've seen on this show tonight here through these various social media links. And last but not least, if you'd like to support the show, Patreon, best way to do it. We got a bunch of bonus episodes. We do have bonus episodes about trying to eat weird stuff too. There's actually the most recent one is about trying to eat weird stuff on an alien world. So if you like this episode, there's a great bonus episode you should watch with Mike on it. It's a lot of fun. Everybody, we're gonna go. It is late, and we thank you so much for hanging out with us. Jacob, it's always a pleasure.
Yes.
Cal, Scott, Donna, always a pleasure. I will see you guys all again in 2 weeks. Jacob, it's been wonderful to play with you, man. Hang out with you again, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Always a pleasure. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Please
All right.
keep coming back.
All right, we'll see you guys later. Take care. Good night.